Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business with an auto-gen tournament. It's been quite some time, and I know people enjoyed those quite a bit. So today it is going to be an auto-generated tournament in which the players play in a standard tournament format using best of 3, best of 5 with picks and bans, all that sort of good stuff. However, a big however, the armies are completely auto-generated. So players are going to be given 7 rerolls to use to kind of select their armies. But of course, each reroll is a risk as well. You could always get a worse army. And on top of that, the players are going to be able to cut abilities and spells to get items and chevrons and things like that. So it's going to be good. Welcome to the stream, guys. Our first match is getting underway. It's going to be King of the Dead picking Lizardmen and banning Dwarves and Skaven, and now Wicked D has the chance to counterpick. Now remember, the traditional picks and bans and what's good against what, it kind of goes out the window in auto-gen. And of course, campaign units are eligible, so it's really strong to pick factions like Lizardmen, for example, who can get the Blessed units, or Empire, you can get like the really cool state troops and the steam tank ROR and all that sort of good stuff. So it's very, very neat for sure. So let's go ahead and switch on over to the battle area. So let's go ahead and do this to it. It's going to be King of the Dead and Wicked D here in our first match of the day. This is best of 3, so there's no point in running a screen blocker since they can't change their armies against one another. So for once, I do not have to worry about that, which is going to be great. No, they're allowed to, it's a best of 3, so the players can switch. All right. So King, ooh, that's a pretty good army. So here's King's army. He's got 2 Blessed Skink Skirmishers. He does also have the Colossadon Hunters, the Blessed Pterodons. No caster, though. It's a little bit risky. Wicked is going to go Tomb Kings, it looks like. Yeah, that's smart. So we'll see if King keeps this. He has 6 more rerolls if he'd like. And for Wicked, he has the opportunity to reroll as well. But look at this. He got Ushapti Greypoes, and he also got the Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld. Looks like he's going to be going for a reroll. He does get the Flock of the Jaff. And DJ Kotzep as well with the Necrotech. That's pretty good. A caster and some stopping power, some Necropolis Knights. King is going to be keeping the army we just saw. So he is going to be keeping the Blessed Skink Skirmishers and also will be using the Blessed Pterodon Riders. Yeah, all right. So King's keeping that army. Wicked still has rerolls. And honestly, this is a pretty damn good army. It's got like a solid front line. Oh, he rerolls it though. He gets double Screaming Skull Catapult, Arc in the Black on a Chariot, Necrotech, double Ushapti. Okay, this army's good as well. Honestly, Wicked is getting some very solid rolls here. Yeah. King says, you know what? First roll is going to be my pick. Yeah, fair play, man. Wicked, of course, has a couple more to choose from. Yeah, Ruben, there's not too many limitations. It's more of like an absurd format. Yeah, it's just pure anarchy. But there's still a lot of skill involved, obviously. Having to use these armies that are very suboptimal definitely takes quite a bit of effort. So they get 7 rerolls today. The mullet cam, I could turn it on. Maybe I'll turn it on at some point. Right now, I'm just kind of rocking the shirtless look and enjoying the hot weather. Oh, it looks like King actually did use a reroll. No, he didn't. No, he has the Ark of Sotek. He's keeping this army. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there's an Ark of Sotek in there as well. A Skink Chief, a red-crested Skink Chief on foot. Oh my god, that's so janky. Double Salamander isn't bad, though. Certainly some decent stopping power. Wicked looks like he might be keeping this army with the double Screaming Skull Catapult. Ushapti, Tomb Scorpion. Yeah, he's keeping this because he's switching the abilities and items on Arc in the Black, which you're allowed to do. Players can cut spells and abilities to get items and chevrons if they'd like. That's another condition here of the tournament. So, Major Moolah, toss a coin to your streamer. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that coin very much. Your moolah is always welcome here. Thank you. It's no, they get 7 rerolls per game. So because there's a bit of an issue with autogen that sometimes the first couple are always the same. So I want to give players the option to kind of contour their army since it's more of it makes it more of a competitive format if they can kind of. But honestly, all the autogen armies are pretty janky. I mean, he got stuck with double Screaming Skull Catapult here against the Lizardmen. It isn't going to be great. Yes. Lars, I totally rolled all 5 of Imeric's strat. Imeric is really strong. I'm surprised. Well, Felcon is up next. He's going to be facing off against Zero in a best of 3 with a best of 5 final. And I'm sure that Felcon's first pick will be Knights of Calidor because they get the really insane dragons. Now, some of those dragons are overcosted and not very strong, to be completely honest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. The AutoGen tournament grows. Yeah, of course, Mike C. Oh, I've seen him, yeah. Definitely. We've done videos together in the past. All right, guys, and now the battle's underway. You've pretty much seen the armies already, but let's go ahead and reiterate what they have here. So we have a Bastillodon with the Solar Engine. No, Ark of Sotek. Oh my god, Ark of Sotek, I forgot. Colossadon Hunters, Ripperdactyls, more Pterodons up in the sky here for King of the Dead. And on the ground, we got Saurus Warriors. Looks like 3 in total. That's not a bad front line, with the Ark of Sotek backing it up. Now, he does have the Umbral Tide and some other sallies as well. should be very good against the Ushopti and some of the other bigger threats here. Let's see what he's got. So yeah, he's got Ushopti and Tomb Scorpions, and Ark in the Black on a Chariot, of course, can be killed by Salamanders. Not super quick, but it can do the trick. And outside from that, oh my god, it's up in the sky! So he actually rolled a red-crested skink chief up in the sky. I thought it was a foot chief, but no, it's actually going to be a chief up on his pterodactyl here. Oh, that's so funny. Man, this is really exciting. Hey, sir, hi guy. Hey man, you are indeed a guy, and thank you for your donation. Really do appreciate that. It is going to be the red-crested skink chief in your honor. But yes, he's going to be up in the sky. Now for the forces here of Wicked. So Wicked D has rolled Ark in the Black on a Chariot. Definitely a very, very nice catch. He does also have an Necrotect, pretty strong with the Ushopti. Double Ushopti, so the frontline engagement should actually favor the Tomb Kings, it looks like. 2 Ushopti, it looks like a Skeleton Archer Chariot. 2 Screaming Meme Catapults, Spears and Halberds, some Archers, and also a Tomb Scorpion. Now, it's a pretty good army. I think it has some teeth for sure. Of course, King of the Dead does have the dreaded red-crested skink chief for some gooning attempts and things like that. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, Patrick. No, I understand that for sure. I understand that. So the players are both saying good luck, have fun. The double Screaming Skull Catapult. I mean, this Tomb King's army is probably much better, I would say, if it didn't get the catapults. Granted, the catapults aren't useless against, like, Saurus and things like that. So, they might be able to hammer it down. How's the AP values on these things? I've never actually seen Screaming Skull Catapults take shots at, like, monsters. Like, shoot at, like, Bastillodon type engines and, things like that. So, I know it's going to be good. These are best of 3s as well, so it's not going to be single elimination. The players have the chance to pick and ban so they can play factions they're comfortable with, which is good. And yeah, we're solid. We're solid. Start whenever. I'll let them know. I was going to do a King of the Hill today, but I wanted to rest my hands a little bit. King of the Hill is definitely quite taxing. Quite taxing. They cannot cut mounts. No, they have to keep the mount they're given. Yeah, they can cut abilities and spells and things like that to buy items if they want to. So the battle is underway. King of the Dead immediately pulling back his blessed Pterodon Riders. What do these bad boys have? It looks like just better stats. Yeah, I don't really see what else they bring to the table. Maybe their bombs are a little bit better. Yeah, hard to say. So the Screaming Meme Catapults are shooting downtown into the Blessed Skink Skirmishers, which are certainly taking quite a beating here. A lot of times Blessed units have like better stats or perfect vigor, or sometimes they just have like a better, like exceptionally better stat. Like the Blessed Feral Carnosaur has 90 speed. It's pretty insane for sure. So Catapult shooting downtown. Pretty good countermeasure here, but they are going to be poking Ark in the Black. And oh no, look at this. The Red-Crested Skink Chief is eyeing this Ark in here. And it looks like Wicked D is going to be using a Skeleton Warrior Summon. He does kind of miss a little bit, unfortunately. And the Red-Crested Skink Chief of King of the Dead, King of the Lag. Yes, of course, we couldn't start a game without his signature lag happening. I swear, you better not disconnect or something, dude. King of the Lag! Push through it! Looks like he's okay. Yeah, his lag is intermittent. It's kind of strange for sure, but nonetheless, Ark in the Black here. Going to be getting poked a little bit by the Red-Crested Skink Chief, and Wicked does respond with a very nice Spirit Leech as well. So he is able to push back there, and all is well in the realm. Now, in the meantime, the Colossodon force is definitely very scary. These big old Ripperdactyls can certainly tear apart constructs pretty effectively if they're able to get the good engagements. Wicked does also use his chariots to ram into the Salamander hunting packs, and the Red-Crested Skink Chief is going to be jumping down as well with his 400 weapon strength and decent AP values to try and punch through that Skeleton Archer chariot. But don't worry, guys. The King of the Lag shall endure, I'm sure. So here the Blessed Pterodon Rider still circling about. The longer this goes, though, Wicked is certainly getting some good value. And look at that, the Screaming Meme Catapult actually doing some good damage here against the Salamander hunting pack. So perhaps this is a good play here by Wicked, because he's blobbing these guys up, and the Screaming Meme Catapult's really getting some good damage. Now here in the flank, we do see King coming in with the Blessed Pterodon Riders, and they're going to be using their Fire Leech Bolas, I think, on these Skeleton Archers, maybe doing a bombing run. Looks like King was flying overhead like he really wanted to, but didn't really commit too heavily to it. Umbral Tide on the far side is wrecking these Skeleton Archers pretty well, and it looks like the Ark of Sotek is going to be jumping in, and yes, we did get a rock drop back here. The Ark of Sotek probably going to be releasing some snakes, and in the back here, really good engagement here for King, probably, as the Ripperdactyls do attack, but they didn't seem to charge the Ushopti. They went after the Screaming Skull Catapult, which is an interesting choice. Wicked doesn't have too much help nearby. He does have some halberds. They're going to be rotating back here, but, by the time those halberds get here, these Ripperdactyls with their insane AP values, especially the Colossodon Hunters, probably will kill the Ushopti and that Catapult as well. So this is a really good engagement here for King. Now back in the front line, if we take a look, Ark in the Black is riding over those Saurus Warriors. A Soul Blight has been used, and the Mighty Snakes have been released! Release them. Bastillodon here, able to drop those snakes down. It actually is doing some okay damage here if you look against the King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion. I guess one of the few times the Ark of Sotek doesn't seem like an absolutely terrible unit. And now the Ripperdactyls are pulling back up in the sky. Not sure why, honestly. I felt like they were winning that engagement. They could have easily finished off the Ushabti and also the the catapult here, but it looks like they're going to be jumping over here to shut down the other catapult. Now they're going after the archers, really just kind of maneuvering about. Now in the backfield, the red-crested Skink Chief is in decent shape. A lot of Saurus and as well as the Salamanders are coming back online, but in the front, it's going pretty well for the Tomb Kings. Wicked has been doing a solid job with Arkan and his Scorpion, beating down these Saurus warriors here, and now should be able to rotate over this direction and cause some problems. A very ballsy play by King, going in with the red-crested Skink Chief and going after this Necrotect. That is a really, really aggressive play here, especially considering Arkan was so close by with his Spirit Leech. That could be a bit of a throw here from King. We will see. So King is going to be pulling back here with the red-crested Skink Chief, Opal Amulet, Foe Seeker, Warrior's Crest. Pretty much all the defensive buffs are popped to try and get away, but it looks like Wicked is pulling ahead in this game ever so slightly. And here we have the Colossadon Hunters in mortal combat with the Ushabti. Should be able to crump those guys down pretty effectively. They are getting taken apart, and here we still have the Ripperdactyls. Now, even though the bounce power is Tomb King favored, I still feel like it's a very even game. Ark of Sotek is going to be very efficient at clearing through this horde of chaff if it gets more snake summons. Oh no, what is the Umbral Tide doing? He's charging in the Umbral Tide in melee. Oh, that's a big mistake. He charges them basically into halberd, so a massive misplay there from King. Maybe he's trying to save that Skink Chief. I don't know if it's worth it, though. I think saving the ammo and models on your Umbral Tide is going to be way more useful as you progress here into the late game. So, I mean, I guess maybe he's just trying to save that character. I don't know if it's worth it. Now in the backfield, the Ripperdactyls and other units have done a ton of damage. The Screaming Skull catapults are offline, as are most of the archers. And now we have the Colossadon Hunters rear charging into the back of these, halberd units, which normally is bad, but considering their leadership is so low and they're so beat up, you could probably just crumble them down very quickly and get that big alpha strike. So this is a very strong pocket of strength here for the Lizards. Saurus Warriors with shields, certainly no joke, especially when they have a pretty high model count. Looks like 60 and 60 respectively, 44 or something, can't quite see. Yeah, 44 here. And yeah, Ushabti are going down. The Ushabti summon is also used. I believe it was just used over here. So these are the Ushabti summons, and they're going to be disappearing. And of course, King still does have some kite, but it looks like here the Spirit Leech going down from Wicked is able to slam jam, thank you ma'am, all over the face of that skink. And now we have Ark in the Black charging in, going after the Umbral Tide. Should be able to chase down those dinos, and he's got 84 speed compared to their 70 on his chariot. He should be A-okay. Now, of course, the leadership game is going to be very heavily favored here for Wicked. He's got a Necrotect, he's got Ark in the Black, but honestly, King has some pretty good stopping power. The Ripperdactyls are both in somewhat good shape. I mean, these ones are beat up, still have 6 models. These ones have 8, a lot of Saurus. The Ark of Sotek could be the hard carry here, guys. We certainly have a very, very close, scrappy match. Yeah, it was a weird Ushabti summon, but I think he was trying to catch the... he used it on top of the Umbral Tide. I think he probably figured King wasn't paying attention, and then King was able to catch that and move, because the Ushabti summon probably could have killed the Umbral Tide very quickly, but a little bit of a gamble there. So here the Skink Chief for King of the Dead is being hunted down. Should be a non-factor as this game does kind of approach its conclusion. Now he's broken. Granted, the Salamanders are, getting some fire in there. 9 of, 24 models, still some decent stopping power. This is actually good. So you can see here what King's doing. He's getting the birds. He should get his Air Force to protect the Salamanders and just use all of their ammo. Ark of Sotek obviously should be helpful in fighting the Tomb Guard with halberds, which are triple gold chevron, no joke there. Stats on these guys are quite strong. 32 and 58, that's a lot of HP. And the Salamander's getting some good HP damage into the Tomb Scorpion. I think maybe killing Arkan might be a better choice, simply because Arkan is weak to fire compared to the Tomb Scorpion, and is also, going to be bringing more Spirit Leeches and other things like that to the table. A very ballsy play. I'm not sure what King is doing here, going in with the Ripperdactyls. He does pull back at the last second, but some of them may be trapped on the ground here. I guess he's just trying to kind of troll and, keep Wicked on his toes here and keep him from advancing on the Salamanders. I think that's what his kind of plan was. Ooh, this is actually really big for King. The fact that the Skink Chief did come back, yeah, I really thought he was going to get chased off and finished, but yeah, having him come back is pretty strong. I mean, he might just break because of all these units nearby, but if he's able to get a couple darts into Arkan, that could be very, very good. So here come the Saurus. Saurus are going to be pushing in. Ark of Sotek is here. What a glorious game to start our Autogen tournament with today. It's been very, very evenly matched, which is interesting. I find that is the case with a lot of Autogen games. It seems like they're just like both given such strange armies, and the games often are very, very even. There's not too many stomps, unless you maybe... there's some factions probably where there's more stomps than others. Anyways, Ripperdactyls are going to be charging in. Colossadon Hunters as well, going pretty balls deep after Arkan the Black here. Certainly a risky gambit. Arkan is, he's got 100 armor and is, relatively tanky, although it looks like he did take a ton of damage there. And now the Ark of Sotek is here. It's going to be dropping its snakes, I would imagine, on top of the Tomb Guard with halberds, which will do some decent work. And that actually paid off really well for King. The Colossadon Hunters did get in there and trigger the curse on Arkan the Black, and now they can probably cycle charge back in. However, I think, however, the Tomb Scorpion is able to tear off one group of Saurus. The snakes have been unleashed, and the Tomb Guard with halberds are taking a bit of damage. Oh no, but Ark in the Black a little bit out of position here. He might get attacked here by the Ripperdactyls and taken out potentially, but he's got 1300 HP. The Ripperdactyls, thankfully for him, did Rampage. Oh no, King accidentally used the Toad Rage, or not accidentally, but he did use it, which means you can't control them. So they're going to attack, not necessarily Arkin, but some of them are going after Tomb Guard. It's hard to tell. So Arkin is down to 800 HP. He has taken quite a bit of burst damage. The Saurus are still fighting, as is the Bastillodon. The little Skink Chief definitely needs to get in position. His darts could be the difference of winning and losing this game. If he could drop some of these juicy poison darts into the hide, the raw bone hide here of Ark in the Black, that could be a game-winning play. So it looks like the Tomb Guard with halberds got crumbled out by the sneaky snakes pretty well, and it looks like suddenly King of the Dead is pulling ahead in this game. Oh, but look at that fourth quarter skeleton summon here by Wicked. Very, very nice play. Is going to be tar pitting and allowing a little bit more maneuverability. No, the Tomb Guard halberds are still here, but not too many of them. And the Ripperdactyls are on the hunt going after Ark in the Black. He's crumbling now, so he's going to be losing a bit of HP. Negative 15, 261 HP. Ark in the Black certainly very low. But I don't see King relenting here. And King also does have his little Skink Chief to poke down the Tomb Scorpion if he has to. And here comes the Ripperdactyl Swarm diving in. Ark in the Black. 129, 118. He is down for the count. And it looks like the Air Force is going to be able to get away, which means pretty much infinite cycle charging here for King, because he still has the Saurus fighting. He's got a bunch of other troops here on the ground. And I don't see him coming back from this. It is going to be very, very tricky. What is the most powerful faction in my opinion? Oh, I'm not sure. That's a really tough question. It's too circumstantial. I mean, matchups are such a big thing in this game. Like, some people might say, like, oh, you know, Vampire Coast is probably one of the best factions out there, but on that same note, Vampire Coast gets put in a trash can by the Empire and Dwarves. So it's kind of a give and take thing in this game. I mean, the faction with the least bad matchups, though, I'd have to think about that. Anyways, the battle's still rumbling here, but you can see here the Necrotect and the Tomb Scorpion is getting very, very kind of low on leadership. Not necessarily health, but I think that King is going to be able to crumble everything else. And then from there, the Tomb Scorpion probably will just die to army losses. And, you know, the Skink Chief could probably kite it for some time with its poison darts. And the Skink Chief alone could be a huge breadwinner to save this game. I think that is going to be it. I don't know what Wicked is going to be able to do from here. Maybe like a really lucky terror route. But the thing is, the Bastillodon is a huge saving grace as well, as it is can't be terror routed. It causes terror itself. So, False's Vampire Coast. Yeah, Vampire Coast is really strong, but they have some really, really bad matchups. And here, the Tomb Guard with halberds are going down. Tomb Scorpion here is critical binding. Somehow this Necrotect is still going strong. What a scrap this is, my goodness. Wicked says, man, you need to fix your internet. Yeah, King of the lag. What would it be without him? He doesn't lag like non-stop. It's like every 2 minutes there's just like a spike of lag and then it goes away. Yeah. GG being dropped. It looks like the Tomb Scorpion and the Necrotect are going to be crumbling down. And man, what a comeback. I really thought Wicked was ahead for a lot of that game, but King was able to scrap it out with his Ripperdactyls and had some really good control, and that's going to be GG. That is going to be GG. This will be a beautiful mess. It will indeed. This, of course, is the first best of 3 of today's Auto-Gen tournament. There will be another best of 3, followed by a best of 5 grand finals. All right, so next game here. Let me go ahead and switch it. We'll do Eschen. Map set. All right. Good luck, have fun. So the players can do their auto-gen picks and bans right now, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm going to update the scoreboard here. King will go up 1-0 in this best of 3. That was a really good game, though, man. Wicked played a solid game as well. They both did. Clearly, Beastmen are the best. Beastmen aren't bad. Yeah, they're not bad. King of the lag reigns supreme. I know. I know, indeed. GG, indeed. GG, no rematch, I know. God, I remember that from the early days of like playing Brood War and StarCraft, and you know, the GG no re, that was a real thing. People would say like GG no rematch when they didn't want to give you a chance to beat them. Yeah, it's hilarious. Which faction has the... Okay, so the only bad matchups for Coast are probably Dwarves and Empire. I think everything else is winnable and like decent. They have like... Coast has a fair amount of even matchups too, but like... I'd have to think about it. Yeah, maybe I'll do a video on that. Yes, correct. Best of 3. So now Wicked gets the pick and double ban here. If I were Wicked, I would ban King off his Tomb Kings probably. Granted, it is auto-gen, so, you know, all that kind of a traditional line of thought does go out the window. Dark Elves are good, but, yeah, Dark Elves get pretty wrecked pretty bad by Coast. I don't know, yeah. I'm trying to think what matchups are bad for Dark Elves. Tomb Kings and Coast are considered to be pretty bad for Dark Elves in my experience, Small Spaghetti. Like, most players don't want to play those matchups. So Wicked is going to be doing his picks and bans now. We are on Eschen for our next map. Beastmen do get those tasty summons, but they're very dependent on them, unfortunately. But granted, I've seen there was a couple really high-level Beastmen players. I played against P-Butter Special a couple times the other night, and he doesn't really use summons with Beastmen too often. He likes to use other stuff. So Wicked is going to be going Rats, which is really smart, because Skaven have a ton of really, really good campaign units. Like, really, really strong. So we're going to see what he rolls, because you can get all of these. You can get the Doombringers, the Death Dealers, the frickin' Eye Takers. And he bans Counts and Tomb Kings. Very smart. Banning King's best factions. You know, he's on the ropes here. He's got to do it. Oh my god, look at this army. He got Ikit on a Doom Wheel, it looks like, or a Flare. Can't quite tell. I think that's a Flare. We got Greenskins for King. Oh man, both of them have really good campaign exclusives, but... So double Warpfire Thrower, Poison Wind Globes, Wheels of Doom, Ikit Zap Cannon, Rattling Gunners, and a pretty weak front line, but he did get Council Guard. This might be worth keeping. And for King, King got some Spider Hatchlings, it looks like. Honestly, that army was really good. King's first army, he should have kept that. He got Wurzog. Is that the exact same army he rolled? No, it has like different chevrons. So the players know how many rerolls they have. Wicked is going to be keeping this, it looks like. Jim Boj, 89. Fan big. Keep up the good work. I thought you said big fan. It tripped out my brain for a second, but thank you, man. I will keep up the good work. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Wicked, I think, is going to keep this army. He's got double Warpfire Thrower. He's got Poison Wing Globes. He's got Council Guard, Vixtrin's Death Squad. It's not bad, really. The Greenskins, I think King has a solid army, too. He's got Wurzag. Yeah, he's keeping this. With 4 Spider Hatchlings. So these are campaign units. They're really kind of not OP, but they're fast and, you know, pretty decent for compromising Skaven weapons teams. It's like they can beat a Rattling Gunner squad, probably. You got Logi, Bogey, Spore Splodas, a bunch of Savage Orcs and random units. I mean, Greenskins are probably... I find that Greenskin autogens are some of the best in the game. You just get so much stuff, you know? And King did cut down some chevrons and get some items, probably the Bonewood Staff. I'm a little bit concerned for the Skaven. I think they might need to reroll. I think this is too much to protect against a Greenskin autogen. If I were Wicked, I would probably reroll this. Because Skaven can definitely get an autogen which can beat this. Like, if you get some more, like, kind of mass and whatnot. Although Ikit on a Flare and a Doom Wheel and Ikit Zap Zap really isn't bad, I guess. Yeah, so he cut some spells and put gold chevrons on his Clan Rats. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. It's going to be really hard to protect, especially against 4 Spider Hatchlings, a Pump Wagon, Wolf Chariot, plus 3 Cav units. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Turin, what is the next faction war? It's a ways off. Yeah, it's probably going to be after my hand surgery, so I have no idea. You just got to message me in Discord, by the way, if you're interested. Yeah, 2 Warpfire Throwers. Yeah, he does. Greenskins typically get pretty good autogens. They have 7 rerolls, so I do check and see how many times they reroll, yeah. Don't worry. Oh, and King did actually use a reroll before the game. Yeah, look at that. But King no longer has a caster, so instead of Wurzag, he got Grom the Paunch. Savage Orcs, much less mobile pressure, so this suddenly became, I think, a much better game for Wicked. I think the build before was much more punishing. Granted, it still has some squigs. Oh my god, are these the explosive squigs? No, those are squig herds. Okay. Yeah, so he King rerolled at the last second. He's got Grom the Paunch. Yes. Yeah, Lady Turin's got that foot giving her problems here. Yeah, no, I know. It'll heal up soon. I'm gonna grab some water in the meantime, my friends. Hey, Pickled Buddha, thanks for becoming a member, man. Glad to see you're enjoying the auto-gen content. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I would say this is, as far as the armies go, I think it's Greenskin favored, but, you know, any given Sunday, man. The Ikit Zap Cannon plus a Doom Wheel can do massive damage against Greenskins. Yeah, Wicked is going to have a hard time protecting all these Warpfire Throwers, that's for sure. He did get Council Guard, which is quite nice. And it looks like Ikit is on a Flare, so the Flare is a decent anti-infantry tool. He's got a bunch of Clan Rats with decent chevrons, and their stats aren't bad. 24-36. Could probably face Orc Boys and, you know, baseline Greenskin troops, Clan Vulcan's Hail Slashers, and Vixtrin's Death Squad. I mean, the Skaven do have some decent stopping power here in this matchup. Yeah, and the Warp Lightning Cannon, this is actually a really good terrain piece, so he doesn't have to worry about being like flanked too hard. He could just like leave the Council Guard back here, and he should be able to keep that going for most of the battle. Yeah. And now, guys, if we take a look at this Greenskin Force, it's basically, I mean, there's not much to analyze. It's a bunch of Savage Orcs and Goblins, basically, with some Squigs and Grom the Paunch and a Goblin Big Boss. So he did Forsake Magic, which is, you know, Grom is actually pretty decent against this, because Wurzag could be sniped very easily by the Ikid Zap Zap Cannon, whereas Grom is like not going to be an easy snipe, so there is some give and take there. We'll see how this goes. Good luck, have fun, lads. It is time. Hey, Michael Aguirre, hope you're doing well. Yeah, creepy videos, that's basically it. It's like $3.99 or $4.99 a month or something, and you get some emojis and stuff. Yeah. Same as Twitch, basically. Yeah, same as Twitch, more or less. All right. The battle is soon to be underway. A little bit of Vanguard shenanigans here from King of the Dead. Of course, he likes to hide things in the corner of the map. It's one of his favorite things to do. I'm sure he sits up late at night in custom battles, doing this against AI. And yeah, he's got Goblin Wolf Rider Archers there. A little bit of Vanguard as well. He's got Warlord's Boys, some Night Goblin Fanatics. Ooh, he actually got double Fanatic here. That's actually really scary for this Skaven. Double Fanatic can wreck Council Guard and can also wreck the elite Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers. Ooh, man, all right. Wicked doing his best to try and just like endure here. He's got a good old Skaven box. He doesn't really have a choice, to be honest. He's got to just like box up like this. It's going to be really, really tough. Yes. And yeah, guys, thanks again for joining. I see we have 1,100 people watching. That's pretty quick. You guys like your autogen, man. I don't blame you. Autogen tournaments are extremely fun. Certainly a good way to break the monotony of, you know, standard multiplayer stuff. You know what I've been really addicted to lately, though, guys? I have, like, every time I finish the head-to-head campaigns, I just want to play more. Like, the head-to-heads, because I love campaign, but my biggest issue with campaign is that you always eventually win, typically speaking. Once you reach a certain level of skill, like, you have to really screw up to, like, lose to the AI, right? But, like, head-to-head campaigns, it really feels like a narrative war against, like, it's so fun, man. So, yeah, I'm hoping Zotek will be free to do some more head-to-head soon. He's quite a busy man. Quite a busy man indeed. Yeah, the hill's going to be nice. This is a really good position for Wicked. I think King has some archers. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, he's got a couple archers, so he can certainly fight back there. Plus, the Fanatics are probably the biggest issue here for Wicked. Like, those Fanatics just, like, will wreck those Council Guards so bad. So bad indeed. Yeah. So, guys, let us hear your predictions in chat. You believe in here in the spirit of the Horned Rat, Wicked D? Or are you looking for King of the Dead to 2-0 this bad boy? Using Grom the Paunch, the Mighty Thickness. But I'll be doing another head-to-head campaign soonish. Probably as soon as I'm done with Zotek, I'll be doing, like, consistently on the channel. It's become one of my favorite formats. It's not over yet. No, we have more episodes, yeah. Zotek and I have to finish it still. Yeah, I would love to do a head-to-head with Sparty if you'd be interested. I'm planning on doing one with King of the Dead. I talked to Aerocrastic about doing one as well. You know, it's really fun when the battles are like super even in head-to-heads. Fly on bread someday down the road. Yeah, maybe when like 3 comes out or something. Yeah. All right, so here comes the Greenskin forces. You can see a massive move order has been given. And Wicked is actually moving out, which is interesting. He's moving up his whole formation here, kind of off his very defensive position. And now the Zap Cannon is going to be going into the face of, I would imagine, Grom the Paunch. No, actually going after the Logie Bogie Spore Splodas, which I suppose is good. They can't juke as well as like Grom the Paunch. If you shoot the Paunch and King is paying attention, he can juke it pretty well. But I guess going after the things that can really penetrate your backline is quite wise. So going downtown, getting a ton of damage here into the Spore Splodas. Those bad boys certainly not having a good time. Yes. Turin lives for another minute. Oh my god, things are getting real dark here in chat. And now we have Rattling Gunner shooting at Grom the Paunch, and the Warp Lightning Cannon certainly doing some damage, but it looks like that last volley did miss. Warp Fire Throwers are sitting on the periphery, waiting to get that juicy Warp Fire. I really like that this area like looks open. Like King probably thinks this is open right here, but then the Vixen's Death Squad is just going to appear. And you know, Grom the Paunch is weak to fire too, since he does regenerate. He gets like the same trait as like Trolls basically. And now the Zap Cannon is going after Grom the Paunch. It is getting some decent damage. King is juking pretty well though. Probably will not let too much damage coming in. And now the Savage Orcs are going to be charging into a torrent of Skaven fire. The Rattling Gunners are blasting into those Savage Orcs. Brutal stuff. And also the Poison Wind Globadiers are getting their damage over time, which is different. They don't do anti-large anymore. They're the same as the Mortars, just more close range. So in the back here, look at this. The bait worked. The bait worked. Vikstron's Death Squad does intercept the Goblin Wolf Rider archers. King actually thought it was open. Then suddenly they just basically take out those Wolf Riders for free. And the Spider Hatchlings are trying to find their way in, but Wicked is actually doing a really good job keeping, everything high and tight here. The Rattling Gunners, of course, getting huge damage. The Globadiers probably want to fall back at this point. And here we have the Squig Herds fighting the Wheels of Doom as well as Ikit Claw. So a little bit of a risky engagement. Hopefully the Skaven can get some reinforcements out there and or pull back. Now here on the flank, we have the Durkit Squig Hoppers in mortal combat against the Vikstron's Death Squad. I think Vikstrons will probably still win that. And the Spider Hatchlings here are forced back by the Warpfire Throwers, and it seems like the Skaven are holding very well. Warpfire just pouring here into the Savage Orcs, and it looks like there's going to be a Warp Lightning going down as well. I feel like Wicked is in a very good position here, aside from his current Ikit Claw position. So if Ikit can get away and get back into the main lines and just play defensively, it seems like he's holding back a lot of this pressure very, very efficiently, but we will see. So Ikit is able to get back. Ram the Paunch hot in pursuit. The Tail Slashers are here as well, and it looks like there's going to be a Brass Orb going down in the Warlords Boys. Very, very nice cast there. And the Warpfire Throwers are continuing to shoot into the advancing Goblins. Certainly getting some damage in there, but the Poison Wind Globadiers do unfortunately get caught out in the front. Now the Fanatics are here, a very heavy backline investment. King sending in Durkit Squigs, Wolf Riders, as well as the Logi Bogies Spore Splotus to try and shut down the Zap Cannon, but it looks like a bit of a fail there. I don't think he quite gets it, and they're all going to be pushed back. Flamethrower is still going somewhat strong, but probably not for long, as the Orc Boar Chariots have now gotten in. But the Doom Wheel, the Terror Route here in the fourth quarter, could be very, very impactful. It's still anyone's game. Ram the Paunch is very healthy, and there's still a fair amount of Orc Boys, and I believe the Fanatics are approaching now as well. And some more Savage Orcs, and the Archers are still online for the Greenskin, so yeah, it's a pretty even fight, honestly. Balance of Power is it actually looking a little bit Greenskin favored, really. I felt like the Skaven were in a decent position here, but I guess the numbers are really starting to add up as the Warpfire Throwers and many of the weapons teams do go offline. I think that's starting to make a pretty big difference. Yeah, you can see here the Warpfire Throwers and the Rattling Gunners all going offline is really going to lead to a massive Balance of Power kind of a tilt there. Vikstrons in the back have done very well. I'm going to be charged by the Squigs once again, but they should be able to potentially win that fight as long as they fight back here. And another Waz going down for the Greenskins. The Council Guard holding firm. You can see here they're trying their best here, and there's probably going to be another Warp Lightning going down from your boy Ikit. But the Greenskins really starting to overwhelm the Skaven as the weapons teams are slowly compromised. Of course, Clan Rats are only going to be holding for so long. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Doomwheel could get some big terror routes, but Ikit Claw himself is so low, and they need stab and has been used on him as well. So he's probably going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, his stats are lowered very heavily. So here comes Ikit Claw in the back, riding into the Durkit Squig Hoppers as the Vikstron's Death Squad does collapse as well. But the Greenskins still have two Fanatics back here and do also have plenty of Archers to really focus down the Doomwheel. And Grom the Paunch has enough mass to actually stop a Doomwheel from going where it wants to. That's going to be a nice Brass Orb right there. Really good cast there by Wicked here in the fourth quarter. Ikit Claw up to 88 kills. Certainly not bad on his little flare. Skaven's still fighting. A nice Warp Lightning. I mean, that combo is really punishing this Greenskin Blob. But if the Doomwheel didn't have any Archer shooting at it, I think maybe the Skaven could potentially come back despite the really raw Balance of Power here. But the Archers peppering in really give him that steady kind of push. So now come the Vikstron's Death Squad. The Doom Player is going to be pushing in once again. It looks like maybe going after these Orc Boar Chariots. I'm not sure. Oh, Unlimited Power does give him Winds of Magic, but it also does a ton of damage to him. So Ikit just kind of blew himself up, and that is going to be army losses, although it was fairly close. The Greenskins are very, very battered, but so are the Skaven here. Council Guard fighting to the end, but that is going to be victory here for King of the Dead, advancing on to the Grand Finals to face the winner of Falcon and Zero. Yes. Yeah, I felt like the Skaven were doing pretty well, but he had a lot to protect. Wicked certainly had a very tough lot there. Maybe re-rolling more to get like less missile pieces could have been a little bit, but even still, it's a gamble, right? It's auto-gen. So King is going to be advancing on, so we'll go to the 4-man bracket. King of the Dead will advance on. No, that's the bracket itself. Don't want to move that. To face the winner of Zero and Falcon in this auto-gen. Knights of Calidor coming, I'm sure. GG, well played. Oh, they're already gone. All right. So now let me go ahead and tag the next batch of players here in our Discord. All right. All right, so we have Zero and Falcon. You're up. Very good. So Zero is here, sitting on Mousillon, perhaps sending a very early message about his intent. We will see. We'll do Glacial Lake. Who cares? We'll do the Glacial Lake. I love this map. I like to cast on this map. It's very easy to see pretty much everything. So Zero is going to be on this side. So let's go ahead and update the scoreboard. And he's going to be facing Falcon. Falcon, of course, coming off a faction war victory. Very, very solid stuff indeed. And now we can switch back to the lobby. Let's do it to it. All right, so map set. And 0 starts with bands. 0 says whoop, 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 and then Falcon says pow, pow, pow. Good luck, have fun. So remember, you can get campaign units. I'm just reminding them, because a lot of people forget that. They pick factions like, I want them to know that that is an option on the table. We're getting there, Misha. We're getting there, yes. 1v1v1 was wishful thinking. We probably will end this with a free-for-all. I think that'd be fun. Falcon will go for Dark Elves after his Chill of Sansar performances yesterday. Perhaps so. Yes, correct. So 0, yes, it is a pick and double ban. Falcon sitting on Wood Elves, actually. That's some delicious water, guys. Stay hydrated. So 0 gets to pick and do a double ban. Empire gets a lot of cool auto units as well. Mel Gibson Rush, yeah, that was so good, Matt Williams. Oh yeah, dude, that was great. The Horn of the Wild Hunt was sounded once more in the deep. So 0 is a Chaos main, so he's going to go Chaos and... Chaos, does Chaos have any campaign units? I can't remember. No, they don't, unfortunately. So he bans High Elves versus Lizards. So High Elves does include sub-factions. Does include sub-factions, by the way. I'm just letting Falcon know. So he can't pick Knights of Calidor now because they are banned by a High Elf ban. So now Falcon is going to be picking. Please don't do a mirror match, dude. Please get off Chaos. Come on, Falcon. Don't do this to me. It's too early. Pigeon Liquor. Thank you, man. Glad you enjoyed the content. Yeah. Colonel? Oh, I agree. Auto-gen tournaments are super fun. I think Falcon is just looking at the roster. Please, Falcon, don't do this to me. Not like this. Hey, Steve Wilson. I'll see you in the tournament, man. That'll be fun. When Falcon picks his faction. So Falcon is trying to decide, right? Falcon, don't you do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't you dare pick Chaos. Because you want to wait till your opponent picks their faction before you auto-gen, because you can, like, re-roll. Oh, he's going to go Chaos. Oh, he's going Counts! This is going to be fun. So, oh my god. Oh, yeah. So that means we can get Sylvania and Handgunners as well as Krell. You can actually get Krell as a campaign exclusive. Falcon's army here is pretty good. Oh, we got Sylvania and Crossbowmen. Look at this. Falcon is going to have Crossbowmen in a Vampire Count's army. If he keeps this. Oh my god, that's so funny. So now we just take a look. Yes, now we look. So you can go ahead and auto-gen now. Is Falcon going to keep this? It looks like he's got a Blood Dragon Lord on a pretty decent mount. I think it's on a Hellsteed, because a dragon would be probably over 3,000. Go for it. So 0, of course, following the rules very closely. A Sylvanian Crossbowman is pretty sweet. Yeah, it looks like he's going to keep that. So for 0, he got a huge Forsaken Wall with 2 Chosen, a Manticore, a Hell Cannon, and some Spawn, and a Deathcaster. Honestly, that's a pretty solid Chaos army here. You have a Hell Cannon to shoot at, like, Mortis Engine. You got Spawn to, like, kind of hold things back, a Manticore. I don't know what mount the Sorcerer is on. I think a horse. So you can cut spells and abilities for items plus chevs. I'm just letting the players know they can cut spells and abilities for items and chevrons. Okay, it looks like he re-rolled that army. He didn't like it. Okay, he's re-rolling still. Honestly, these Chaos armies aren't bad. He's getting a caster. He's getting a Chaos Sorcerer Lord almost every time. Falcon is keeping his army as is. It looks like he's not even cutting spells. I think he's just trying to style on his opponent here. But Sylvanian Crossbowman is going to be interesting. Yeah, Falcon is keeping his army here. All right, so 0 is going to keep this army he's declared. It's going to be a Chaos Sorcerer of Shadows, a mishmash front line, Forsaken, Mirror Guard, Chosen, Chaos Warriors, Aspiring Champs, Chaos Knights, Throwing Axes, Manticore, Spawn, and a Hell Cannon. Honestly, it's not a bad army. Oh, Falcon did re-roll. He got Manfred von Baldstein. So he got the Bald Lord himself. He re-rolled again, Sylvanian Crossbowmen, double Black Knights with Lances and Barding. They have 7 re-rolls. I'm trying to make it a little bit more competitive. So, like, the players, if they just get an absolutely trash army, they have a chance to re-roll a couple times. But if they go to 7 and then they get a bad army, it's just over. 7 re-rolls, yes. Nurgle's blessed number. So he got a Von Karstein Vampire Lord. He also got a Sylvanian Crossbowman. This army seems okay. Not a lot of like massive stopping power, but depending on the mount here, yeah, I think he can summon Vargulfs too using the Von Karstein Lord. And you know, those Crossbowmen will be sending a message. Chaos certainly won't be expecting that. Yeah, it looks like he's keeping this army. I think Falcon likes it. I mean, quad Graveguard isn't bad. Certainly will beat like Marauders or, you know, baseline troops. Yes, yes. Yes, Lady Turin is here. My lovely wife. Never in the history of a mullet kingdom has a cop had a happy ending to their... Oh, you're talking about police. You might as well let their dream go right now and become a professional barbecue chef. Barbecue chef. Oh, dude, I'm a terrible cook. I'm so bad at cooking. You know, Lady Turin actually likes the mullet. She admitted to it last night, guys, and I have proof this time. I recorded it. Lady Turin says she likes the mullet. Yeah, it's great. So Zero, keeping his army, he's got a Shadowcaster with a bunch of chevrons kind of distributed, and Falcon is re-rolling again. Oh, look at that! Sylvanian handgunners! He got the handgunners! I can tell he really wants Krell. Like, Falcon is like fishing for Krell, but he's going to keep this. So it's a basic Vampire Lord with Sylvanian handgunners, Blood Knights. Okay, Blood Knights is definitely good, and a couple of cab units as well. All right, I think we're here. Yeah, Lady Turin and I have been married for over 2 years. Correct. It's been a while. Show the recording. I'll upload it on maybe one of my future streams, yeah. Just for the laughs. So Zero gets a pretty janky army for sure. It's basically just like a random mishmash of chaos crap. Falcon's army, a little bit more kind of... Although the front line's very weak, but he does have handgunners, which is going to be pretty good against chaos. But the Hell Cannon will just focus down the handgunners, probably. That's so funny that we're going to see handgunners in a freaking Vampire Count army. Oh my god. I wish he had gotten a couple. Yeah. Mullets remind you of old school hockey? Yeah, absolutely, O'Joyle. O'Joyle rules! Dude, that from Billy Madison is like the funniest scene. Darth Pendragon. She said she liked it only because it was my birthday. Oh, man. And yes, Darth, I'm working on a couple of video ideas for you, so I'll be sending stuff over hopefully soon. I've been a little bit lazy lately, but I'll jump on it, man. They have 7 rerolls. All right, so the battle is underway on the Glacial Lake. The Vampire handgunner metagame certainly going to be quite impactful here. It's pretty funny. In the head-to-head I'm doing with Sotek, he actually has Sylvanian crossbowmen in his army, which is hilarious against my Empire. All right, so if we take a look, I mean, you guys have seen the armies. I don't need to talk about it too much. It's like Demon Spew, Chaos Warriors, some Chosen, Mirror Guard. That's actually a pretty meaty front line. A Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Shadows, so he has Pendulum and it looks like Enfeebling Foe. Up in the sky, we have a Feral Manticore, some Hounds, and a Hell Cannon, I think, somewhere. Yeah, the Hell Cannon here will be quite strong for sure. We have a donation coming in from Colm Brennan. Love your content, mate, all the way from New Zealand. Hope you're staying safe in the land of Middle-earth, man. Been playing Total War for years, but you've gotten me into competitive play and joined your Discord. Hey, dude, welcome to the party, man. And it's really fun. Like, if you get bored of campaign, burn out on campaign, play some multiplayer, go back and forth. It's like a whole new world. It's a whole new world. And Brennan, thank you so much for the very generous donation. Lady Turin and I hope to go to New Zealand someday and, you know, check things out. I think it would be a great adventure. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, for Falcon's army, it's a mishmash of random vampire stuff in the front line. It's going to be zombies, Cairn Race, and Crypt Ghouls mostly. I think there is one group of Graveguard with great weapons. Yeah. And here are the brave Sylvanian handgunners. You can see these guys are ready to party for sure. Probably feeling a little bit out of place with these Crypt Ghouls kind of lurking behind them, but let us not ask questions. Felbats, Vargeists, a bunch of Black Knights, it looks like, with Lances and Barding, Blood Knights, and a Vampire Lord with just the basic good spells. He did actually bring Gaze of Nagash as well. Maybe to snipe like a Hell Cannon? I'm not sure. No, it's not my birthday. No. Can the players see each other's armies? No, they can't. No. Mike E., thank you for becoming a member here on the channel, my friend. Greatly appreciated. And enjoy the emojis and all that sort of good stuff. But again, really appreciate your support, dude. Now, as far as predictions go, I honestly don't have any. Normally, you know, the Vampires are very oppressive against Chaos using a Mortis Engine, but they didn't get a Mortis Engine. So honestly, I think your traditional kind of thought process and all that is a little bit out the window. And Zero does have some very erect Chaos Knights. These guys are triple gold chevroned, and they have freaking 52 melee attack, 43 melee defense, a charge bonus of 80. That apocalyptic charge is certainly going to be hurting. Falcon has pretty good cav, though. He does have Blood Knights with healing, too, which is always very scary. I'm really curious what the Hell Cannon is going to shoot at. Maybe shooting at Blood Knights would be the best bet. Hard to say. I mean, the handgunners are actually going to be impactful, though. I can't wait to see Zero's reaction. Yeah, you can see the Hell Cannon actually shooting into Skeleton Warriors. Definitely not the good target. Graveguard are better. Blood Knights are a decent target as well. I'd probably shoot the Blood Knights, to be honest. They're like the biggest existential threat to your army. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Mike E says, longtime watcher. Finally learned about the join button today. Thank you, man. I know, I didn't know about it for the longest time also. So the Hell Cannon is going after Blood Knights. It might miss, but, you know, it's still good. It's steady pressure. And here, the Chaos Pharaoh Manscore of Zero is actually going to be used to chase his Vampire Lord down. I think a Gaze of Nagash was used in the back on the Hell Cannon. And he got some decent damage, and now, look at that. Yeah, 2 Blood Knights being taken out. It might not seem like a lot, but for how powerful they are and how expensive, it's definitely worth it. So really nice play here by Zero. He is going to be getting a gold chevron to Chaos Knight Lancing charge here into some of these angry golems, knocking many of them. Oh my god, what if they flew into the... Oh my god, they actually fly into the ravine! Did you guys see that? Some of the Crypt Ghouls flew into the pits! Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, so now we have the Marauder Horsemen charging in. Zero getting some really good value early. Hell Cannon still going, and the Manticore over here is rampaging into the Vampire Lord, and actually doing some decent damage, considering it is a Vampire Lord. And now the Hell Cannon is switched onto the Sylvanian Handgunners in the back, which of course are going to be a bit of a threat here. The Hounds are here to block the charge of the Black Knights, and the Chaos Knights with Lances are coming to engage as well. But you have to watch out and make sure you don't get baited into a fight with the Blood Knights. But here it is, the fight with the Blood Knights. You can see Enfeebling Foe has been used. There is some infantry support. We have Aspiring Champions plus Chosen there, and some Hounds coming in as well, so it's not going to be a terrible engagement. Manticore is chased off the battlefield by the Vargeist and the Fellbats, and the Handgunners are pretty much offline. So the Sylvanian Handgunners, their hype and glory, very short-lived, but the Enfeebling Foe actually helping Zero win this first match, potentially. Not match, but first engagement, excuse me. The Blood Knight's getting very, very beat up, but an Invocation should be able to solve that problem. Now the Hell Cannon going to be switching once again, probably will be shooting at the Blood Knights. The Demon Spew in the front are going to be an absolute lawnmower against these chaff units. And you have to remember, Falcon does have the Vargeist and Fellbats coming in once again. Blood Knights countercharging back in, and there is going to be a big old Pendulum going down. This is going to be strong. Pendulum tears through the Graveguard with great weapons. Very, very nice cast right there by Zero. Now, Falcon does have the Vampire Lord up in the sky. A big, messy fight here for sure, but the problem for Falcon is that a lot of Zero's forces are infantry here. Like Mirror Guard, Great Weapons are fighting Black Knights. Like, that's very, very favored for Chaos if Falcon ends up staying in that engagement. So another Gaze of Nagash going down on the Hell Cannon could finish it off. We'll see. Here it comes, and is the Hell Cannon down? No, probably one more might actually finish off the Hell Cannon, but the Spawn are going to be rushing in, going after the Vargeist, and Spawn should win that engagement quite handily. They hit much harder, and not much harder, but a fair amount, and definitely can push back those Flying Beasties, especially on the charge. Currently, oh no, did my game crash? Oh my god, the game crashed. Oh my god, it's an Invocation crash. That one was pretty darn even too. We can't call that. So there's a bug in this game that sometimes if you overcast Invocation of Nehek, it is so stupid. It crashes your game. So I'm pretty sure Falcon casted Invocation and crashed his own game. Oh man, that's really disappointing. That was such a good match too. Alright, so I guess that's why you don't pick Vampire counts. God, that sucks. That really sucks. I don't know who was winning that. It's really too close. The Vampire Lord is still healthy. Yeah, we'll just replay it. Have them not pick Vampire counts. Okay, Task Manager. Okay, one sec, guys. Just got to do some things here. Yeah, there's a bug with Invocation of Nehek. It's so freaking stupid. Okay, so we need to just move this to the second window here. Am I getting the black screen of doom? Please no. Move to desktop 2. Yeah, that's nobody's fault. It's a stupid bug. I don't know how that hasn't been fixed. I guess you're just not playing counts today, or you're not overcasting Invocation. I know, CA, please. But it's okay. They can replay and repick. It's a casual tournament. There's no prizes or anything, so we don't really care about that. I'm pretty sure that was a Invocation crash, though. Okay, so I just gotta go to my Task Manager and close Total War. No problem. Miscasted the info? I know. I know, he truly did. It was an overcasted info crash. Go ahead and restart when you can. All right, so that is that. I'm pretty sure I saw an overcasted invocation go off and then the game just like crashed. Yeah, it's I don't know, the game was really even. Either player could have won that, so we'll just replay it. I know, you're losing the game in a tournament. You just cast freaking overcasted invocation and nobody can tell who crashed because it crashes both players. That's really, yeah, that's kind of like shady, isn't it? It's all the invocations unit limits fault, more computing power. Yeah, who knows? 1% of, I know, it literally causes the end times. Yeah, it's crazy. That was a good game, though. It was a good scrap. It was a good scrap, but the players can redo their thing now. Their picks and bans will have the same order and everything, so no problem. The Crypt Ghouls got the last laugh. That was really funny that the Crypt Ghouls got freaking launched into the lake. Oh my god, that was so good. Yeah, well, we'll see. All right, so let's fire this bad boy up. Falcon is back in business. Falcon switch sides for nameplates. I'm gonna have Falcon switch back to the other side, and we'll go into Glacial Lake once again. Zero, I think, had to restart his PC. When's the next King of the Hill tournament? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know, isn't that good? The Emmerich thumbnail? Yeah, that's really funny. All right, so if they're not going to switch sides, I can go ahead and just... So Zero can pick and ban again. It was an invo crash. Overcasting invo crashes sometimes. Just explaining to the players so they know. I'm sure they already do, but... Alright, so I just need to switch the names. I think I can actually just click a button to switch here. Oh, look at that, man, that's so fancy. So Zero can pick and ban again. Good luck, have fun. Alright, so Zero's gonna go Chaos again. We are on the Glacial Lake, so not much has changed. Yeah, I'll do some more Magic streams. I actually made a really good deck. I made a deck in Magic that's like super off meta in Standard, and I've been climbing the ladder super hard with it. Yeah. Apocalypse says, Turin, just got some money, want to buy a DLC. I'll be choosing between Chaos and Wood Elves. Honestly, dude, I would probably not pick either of those. Those are two of the worst campaign streams. Apocalypse, dude, do not get either of those. Unless you really, really like the faction, like as a whole. Wood Elves will probably get a rework like sometime in the near future, would be my guess. So I honestly would just... Yeah, man, those are not good choices. You probably want to pick like... the Ickets DLC is really fun. The most recent one is super good. Vampire Coast is amazing. Hunter and the Beast is fun if you like kind of survival mode. Yeah. Or single cast it. Alright, so they're doing the same matchup. So Zero got a very similar army. It's like a mishmash of frontline stuff with a chariot, but he's re-rolling. Oh yeah, baby! Oh, why do you roll? You had a double hell cannon! Oh, but he had triple manticore. He should have kept that. Oh, Zero's killing me with these re-rolls, Smalls. Although maybe he doesn't like those builds. It's obviously to each their own, right? Yeah, to each their own. All right, let's see what Falcon's ended up with. So Falcon got the Red Duke, a White King, Blood Knights, a Terror Goose, and a Corpse Cart with the Balefire. Yeah. I don't know, Tommaso. Probably not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hard to say, my friend. So we have the Red Duke. We have a White King, Graveguard. It's a good build, honestly, for Falcon. No Mortis Engine, but... And Zero... Oh, Zero got a nice one, too. He got a Lord of Fire, a Mishmash Frontline, a Spawn, Manticore, a Giant, and double Hell Cannon. Which, of course, on this map is quite strong because you can, like, turtle up on the hill. Although I think Falcon's going to be on that side this time, so we'll see how this pays off. Yeah, Zero's keeping this one. He's keeping this one. I mean, the Giant is definitely very useful here. There's no Mortis Engine, so the infantry fight should be okay for Chaos. The Red Duke has a unique ability called El Sif, which lowers physical resist and speed of the target. So he's a good duelist. But honestly, he's been heavily outclassed by the Blood Dragon Lord simply because Blood Dragon has the Helm of Discord. So sadly, the Red Duke doesn't get too much love. The Duke is on a mount. I'm pretty sure he's on a horse of some sort. Like, he didn't get like a big dragon because he would have cost over 3,000 gold with all of his starting stuff. How much do chevrons actually affect combat ability? Quite a bit. Like, every couple chevrons you put in will, can change the tier of a unit, that's for sure. Yeah. Apocalypse says, at Turin, I'm only missing Shadow and the Blade and all whole race DLCs except the Coast one. I hear you. Okay, so you pretty much have all the Game 2 ones. Shadow and the Blade is a fun DLC if you like Skaven, for sure. Like, the Clan Eshin stuff is really fun in the campaign. For Game 1 DLCs, man, I'm trying to think. I mean, if you like Volkmar the Grim is one of my favorite campaigns in the game now. He's so fun, having like a Holy Sigmar Crusade. So like, you know, if you were looking for... Grim in the Grave gives you some cool stuff, for sure. With Flagellants and Volkmar and these different characters. Yeah. It's a little bit old school, but you know. Yeah. Hard to say. I know there's no handgunners here. The vampire counts didn't get any handgunners this time, but the sides have changed. Granted, the Warriors of Chaos can simply use this little Chaos choke here to put their Hell Cannons if they want to, and can protect them quite easily. Sovereign Kiwi, have you ever thought about doing a Warhammer LARP? There are quite a few in Lady Turn's beautiful country of origin, or in Germany. I would do it, for sure. Oh, hell yeah. I would just dress up like Sigmar with long hair. Sigmar had like super long flowing hair, so I think I could pull that off. Sigmar with a mullet, yeah. Sounds good to me. And now the battle is underway. We do have the Red Duke, we have a Goose, we have a couple Bats, and a Corpse Cart and a White King. White King probably did bring Scab's Graith, yes he did. Falcon was able to get some dough for that, and the Hell Cannons will be setting up on the hill in the back. Soul of Damnation plus a Hell Cannon, a Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Fire, and it looks like some spawn here as well. Front line is going to be Warriors, Mirror Guard, Giant, and some Aspiring Champs is probably one of the more unfortunate picks. But, you know, Aspiring Champs are kind of interesting. If your opponent does come away with, like, let's say Cairn Race or Hex Race, like, having these guys for their magic damage, I suppose, isn't a losing situation, right? Is it me, or did Aspiring Champions get more models? Didn't they used to have 6? I don't know. I didn't remember them having 12. I guess I'm just a little bit outdated there. Impractical Jokers, I think you get a little bit less. It's the same as like Twitch. Twitch takes a small percentage of the memberships or subscribers. It's the same. But it definitely helps. It's whatever you prefer, man. No pressure. Oh my god, the cornrow mullet is so bad. I couldn't do that. Like, this mullet, I actually kind of like how it looks. But yeah, the cornrow mullet is just too much to bear. It's just too much. No, my Nurgling is in the living room. Wookie, yeah, he's in the living room right now. Mullet with a mallet, yes. It is indeed. Good luck, have fun. Both players are ready. The double Hell Cannon certainly will be quite threatening, but here is a very sneaky Vanguard by Falcon. He has the Feasters in the Dusk in the corner, which actually could just win him the game. If Zero isn't privy to this and doesn't scout, that could just be a quick one. If those Feasters get on top of the Hell Cannons, man, that's game blouses, like, so fast. Yeah, it's so fast. Yeah, and you can maneuver back here. So this wouldn't be white line camping because there's plenty of room here, like, to kind of go behind the army, as you can see. If he, like, fell back into this hill and, like, oh my god, imagine hiding your Hell Cannons, like, up in this hill here. That'd be so hilarious. Somebody would have to pay me a lot of money to get the cornrow mullet king. Somebody would have to, like, pay me handsomely for that, because that's, like, you know, I'm suffering. All right, the Hell Cannons are shooting, going after what appears to be a Fellbat with their first volley. The second one going after Skeleton Warriors or Spearmen. Definitely are going to be wanting to switch onto the Graveguard and or the Blood Knights. I'd probably get both Hell Cannons and just target the Blood Knights, because they're, like, the biggest threat to you, hands down. So Gaze of Nagash once again from the Red Duke. It's going to be used to snipe that Hell Cannon. Here it comes, and the Hell Cannon does get blasted pretty good, but it's I don't know if that's worth it. And the Feasters in the Dusk have been discovered, and now the spawn should see this. I think Zero should be aware of this. It's still easy to miss, though, even if you discover them, if they're, like, right back in the corner like that. It can catch you off guard. So Hell Cannons aren't getting too much value so far, to be honest. I don't think this one's shooting, maybe because it's obstructed by the spawn. It's hard to tell. Yeah, because here Falcon is going to be dropping an overcasted summon on top of this Hell Cannon, and in the back the Manticore was used to go after the Feasters in the Dusk. And yes, there is going to be a Skeleton summon on top of this Hell Cannon. I would imagine so. Yeah, Skeleton Warriors. And now we have the Warhounds of Chaos going to be pushing in, but that Hell Cannon is pushed offline and is also taking big damage. And Zero is able to get those guys for free, which is nice, but now the Fellbat Horde is going to be descending here onto this other Hell Cannon, and a Giant, you know, will kill some Fellbats, but it's not going to get them off fast, which is a big problem. So here, you Chaos Warhounds are now going to be jumping over here, and it looks like, is that going to be a Winds of Death? No. Oh, that's going to be a Burning Head. Oh, no, he's going to Burning Head his own Chaos Dwarves. Oh, he took a lot of damage there. There's not that many Chaos Dwarves left. That probably was not worth it by any way, shape, form, or measurement that this old world can perceive. So now we have the Knights of Falcon coming in. The Blood Knights hammer into the Mirror Guard here, and we now also have the Black Knights with Lances pushing into the Hell Cannon here. And the Chaos Dwarves are manning it. Aspiring Champions are guarding it, but they're not going to be able to peel terribly quickly. And yeah, that Hell Cannon's pretty much offline here. The triple Hell Cannon one earlier was quite funny. Zero has also lost his Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire. Looks like he got gooned out in the front by the Terror Goose. And I think that's going to be a pretty quick game for Falcon. Definitely not as contentious as the last one. Yeah, I don't know. The triple Manscore build could have been pretty strong for sure that he had gotten. And the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire, he's trying to get away, being hunted by Elsif, and certainly a very fearsome foe to be hunted by. But it looks like as he does come back, the bounce power kind of normalizes. Blood Knights, ooh, a full Blood Knight charge into the spawn here. Brutal stuff. Brutal stuff indeed. And the spawn are going to be getting crumpled so quick. I mean, Blood Knights are like, they were born to kill Chaos Spawn. That's like their best role. Now, the Giant's doing pretty good for Chaos. It is fighting against the Goose and pushing it back. And Chaos Warriors, of course, are trading pretty well, considering there's no Mortis Engine effect or anything like that. But it seems like the Hell Cannon's going offline. That is a huge loss. That is a huge loss indeed. The Mirror Guard here also standing idle, looking very pretty for Slaanesh, but they need to get a little bit more busy if they can. And the Chaos Pharaoh Manscore is taken out, beaten down by the Goose, as well as the Red Duke. And here we have the Mighty White King pushing in, and it looks like a Burning Head. This is going to be a good one here. Nice Burning Head going through the Grave Guard, and some of those Arwar zombies could perhaps help Chaos win that frontline engagement. But now in the back, the Blood Knights I think are still healthy. Yeah, the Black Knights are the ones that are beat up. Blood Knights still have 40 of their 45 models, and a single casted Invocation. Good man, Falcon, not trying to crash the game once again. And yeah, I know I didn't call it a direct charge. Something must be wrong with me. I should probably see a physician. And here, guys, this Hell Cannon, I think, is offline. Yes, the Chaos Dwarf crew, though very proud, has been taken out in its entirety here. And I don't know, is there any way for Chaos to win this? I doubt it. I think with the Blood Knights being healthy, the Duke and the Goose are both very good here. And here comes the Red Duke charging into the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire. It looks like a Death Shriek coming down from the Flying Goose as well. And a huge charge coming in from the Blood Knights and Black Knights downhill, too, into the very undefended hides of those Marauders. A couple of them tumbling into the Abyss. I think this is going to be game pretty soon. Chaos can hold on for a little bit longer, but their infantry, of course, are doing well. You can see here the Chaos Warriors and some of those other troops are doing fine. The Giant's trying its best. I mean, maybe if the Giant got lucky and, for example, killed the Red Duke, Chaos could make its way back in, but losing the Chaos Sorcerer Lord here is probably going to be game blouses. Yeah. He should overcast it again. Please don't do that, Falcon. No. No, don't do it. So there goes the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire. And he's down for the count. The Goose cycle charging in. Red Duke going to be flying in on his Hellsteed. And the Giant is pretty much the last bastion here for Chaos. But it's too slow to really be impactful here. Chaos is just going to be able to, you know, not Chaos, but Vampire Counts will simply outmaneuver it. Kill everything else in the battlefield. And then the Giant will be saved for army losses. Or just surrounding it and cycle charging it with the Goose and Red Duke. That's plenty, you know. So Chaos, the Chaos Warriors are still fighting, but that's pretty much it. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord is at 26 HP. It looks like he's going down for the count. Yep, he tumbles to the ground, and the Chaos Giant will crumble to army losses. Classic Grimgore treatment there. Leave him to the last and just don't worry about it. Definitely quite strong. The Duke and the Goose, it does sound like a DLC. The Goose would be like some sort of a Bretonnian character, I feel. Yeah. All right, so that is game one. Let's update that scoreboard if we can. Falcon will go up 1-0 in this best of 3. And now for the next map, our next disappearing trick. We're going to be doing the Iron Sand Desert. Zero says I like the other game better. All right, so Falcon, pick and ban. So we are on the Iron Sand Desert. Yeah, the first game was certainly closer. I still think Vampires may have had a slight edge in it, but it's a really bad matchup for Chaos in general, especially if you can't prepare. So Falcon picks Kalidor, and he bans Bretonnia, and well, that's an interesting, a Bretonnian ban. I feel like with your big dragons, it wouldn't be too bad. And greenskins, okay. So Falcon has gone Kalidor. Oh my god, guys, you're getting the dragons. Optimus fine, yeah, down for the count. It was a good punnage. So Falcon's rolling his armies. He doesn't even care what his opponent's playing. He's got a Brew Roar, the Protector of Life. So that's two. Two here. He's got 2 Great Eagles, but he's not going to keep that because there is no big dragon there. Although his lord is actually on a dragon. Oh, Zero's going Dawi. Nice, dude. Nice pick. Because, like, that changes it. Normally dwarves are countered by high elves, but if high elves can't bring the counters, dwarves become pretty decent. Yeah. So Falcon is re-rolling here. So he got Gordonar, the Champion of Flame. What does that one do? Oh my god. Oh, Gordonar has Rebirth. Oh my god, it's a dragon that has Phoenix Rebirth. Holy shit. I hope Falcon keeps this army. He's got a Mage of Fire, too. Yep, Falcon's keeping this army. He wants the Gordonar, the Champion of Flame. Let's see what Zero got. Oh, look at Zero's army, though. He's got Thorgrim, he's got a Thane, a decent front line, an Organ Gun, a Grudge Thrower, a Gyrocopter, Iron Drakes, and Iron Drakes. Huh. This is interesting. This is interesting. Yes, Red Legion, it may be so in traditional play, but this is auto-gen, so... And I wouldn't say it's a one-sided matchup. I'd say it's like maybe 55 for Bretonia. It depends. 55-60 maybe. Yeah, 60-40, hard to say. So Zero going to keep this army? I mean, he has plenty of rerolls. He could really fish. Because he has to know that Falcon is probably fishing for a dragon. So just bring something that can kill a big, expensive dragon. Although I guess he's got a gyro, he's got brimstone guns. Like, he's... Yeah, this looks okay. Yeah, honestly, that's not a bad army. Like, he'll win the front line. But, oh man, triple single entity is rough. Although it's still... This is still like a tournament legal army, actually. Oh, and he got Dragonback Slayers, too. All right, this army is becoming rapidly much better here against what Falcon has. Yeah, Dragonback Slayers, Gyrocopter, Trollhammer Torpedoes. Thorgrim, of course, can put up a fight as well. War of the Beard, guys. What faction and build counters Alariel Star Dragon builds? There's a fair amount that you could do against that. It depends on what you're playing. I don't mind playing Empire against that. Empire with like Outriders and cannons and things can do well. I can't believe the best Smash 4 player is also a Warhammer 2 player. Who is that, Samuel Steed? Sotek, I was just talking about how badly I want to play another head-to-head. It's my new favorite format. I love it. It's been so much fun. I wake up every day just being like, I want to play a head-to-head campaign. It's like, it combines everything that's awesome about multiplayer with everything that's awesome about campaign. Like, it's so cool. Yeah. You can't just lay like stupid ambushes like that are obvious, you know? Yeah. It is the Lore Master. All right, guys, and now we're here. So Falcon does have Gordonar, the Champion of Flame. So basically, it's a flying monster, as the tooltip says, that has rebirth. He got double rebirth with a Great Eagle as well. I mean, the rest of Falcon's army is pretty terrible. It's like random just units that just aren't good against dwarves. I guess the White Lions and Swordmasters are, but it's pretty mishmash. But and what did he get? A Mage of Fire? Yeah, fire is not so good against dwarves. Yeah, not so good against dwarves, that's for sure. And now, it is time for the Dawi army. We have a single Grudge Thrower, which should be quite good against the elite infantry. We have an Organ Gun, Rangers, Great Weapon Dwarves into the Sunset. It's going to be single Quarreler, and plus Trollhammer Torpedoes, and some Dragonback Slayers as well. I mean, dealing with the monsters is going to be annoying for this dwarf army, but they just have to make sure they keep alive their Trollhammer Torpedoes. Like, I would just allocate all my resources to try and keep this thing alive, like 100%. Yes. A head-to-head with two Horde armies. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Doing like Chaos versus Beastmen would be super janky. That's just like survival mode. It's not even who can kill who. It's just who can not die early. Yeah. Is Gordonar an actual dragon in lore? Well, we just happen to have Lore Master of Sotek here. I'm sure he can answer that question. Yeah. Yes, indeed. The mighty Gordonar. Ah, Emperor, got it. Very cool, man. I don't know if it's the same guy. Maybe it is. Who knows? Those are just Rangers with Grey Opens, I think. Yeah. They do good damage against monsters, for sure. They can bring them down. A very underused unit with the Dwarven roster. And they can also fight in melee somewhat proficiently. Falcon's so excited to use Gordonar. He loves dragons and things like that, so for him this is a dream come true. Kalidor has proved to be a very strong auto-gen faction because of the Arwar Dragons. Magic D, thank you for the 20! He says, this is fun. Nakai vs. Chaos, yeah, that could be interesting. But you start so far apart, King. Although that's not true. Nakai starts... King, you want to do Nakai vs. Chaos? Oh my god, that would be so bad. That'd be so bad. So the Slayers lurk in the back. I'll put it to a poll for the next head-to-head campaign, don't you guys worry. But nonetheless, Falcon does have some Shadow Warriors and some Reavers, so he's got a little bit of range poke. The Dwarves, of course, really need to make sure this Gyrocopter can, at least kite. Yeah, I would start running with it right now. Gyros are really fast, 105 speed. The Phoenix can catch it, the Eagle can, but if he's moving very aggressively, he should be okay. Also, you know, there is an organ gun here. It looks like Falcon is going to be overcasting a fireball to try and snipe the organ gun piece, which I don't know how well it actually does here. We'll see. Okay, it hits the organ gun, but the organ gun piece, does it break? It does. The fireball actually worked. There's only 2 organ guns now. Falcon, of course, is a high elf player, so he's going to be very smart about, you know, these particular situations. The Rangers with great weapons are going to be throwing up in the sky here, I would imagine. Yeah, going to be unleashing some axes into the Great Eagle, and they get some good damage, actually, but a bombardment run certainly doing some work as well. A very aggressive positioning here by the Dwarves, using their great weapons to move forward and screen. Some of them actually going to be charging the Reavers. I think Falcon might not expect this because it's so unpredictable that he would actually try this. Doesn't really get any damage anyways, though, so it's not the end of the world. Now, where are the Dragonback Slayers? They're charging over here. Dragonback Slayer's a little bit out of position because in the back line, this Flamespire Phoenix is just having a free reign. Nice breath attack. Slayers definitely need to be back here. I mean, they could get this Flamespire Phoenix. And oh, look at this. The Trollhammer Torpedoes are getting a ton of damage, and Thorgrim's coming in as well. Oh, and the Eagle gets stuck on the artillery piece, but it looks like it'll just barely get away. All right, that was a good situation here because, again, there's no healing here for the High Elves. It's not like an Alariel build. What damage you see is what damage you get. So Dwarves still just buffering here. Trollhammer Torpedoes ripping a couple shots into the mighty Gordonar, who does take a little bit of damage. And the organ gun, is it still shooting? It looks like he does have 2 volleys, and it's tearing downtown into the Lothern Seaguard. But another fireball here should be able to kill the organ gun crew, which is very unfortunate. Trollhammer Torpedo still scooting out. I think that Zero may have positioned his army a little bit too wide here. Fireball does miss that time, so the organ gun is able to stay functional. And Gyrocopters are kiting Great Eagles. That's actually a wash for both players because they cost about the same. So it's really not a big deal either way. So now, are the Reavers going to be coming in? I think that Zero also needs to engage his Iron Drakes with the Flamethrowers, like get them in here and have them like roast down these advancing units. There also are some Chariots here. The Ultramar Chariots are going to be quite scary for sure. Yeah, the Dragon Breath is no joke. It's very strong. I don't know if it's stronger than a regular dragon, though. The thing with Gordonar is that he has Rebirth, so he can Rebirth if he gets taken down, which is quite OP for sure. The Dwarven Organ Guns shooting into the Ultramar Chariots now, and the Trollhammer Torpedo is going to be unleashing a fat volley of fire here into the Chariots, and certainly making some decent contact, but now they're going to be pounded pretty good. Dragonback Slayers need to rotate over here. They need to be like reacting very quickly to this. A little bit slow on the draw. Dragonback Slayers out of position. Definitely want them right here. And now we have the Iron Drakes with the Flamethrowers that are moving in as well. And how many Organ Guns do we have left? Only 1 at the moment. Certainly not fun. And it looks like there's going to be a big burning head right there. It doesn't do a ton against armor, but that still actually did quite a bit against those Longbeards, so certainly not bad. High King Thorgrim is fighting the Ultramar Chariots and actually doing some substantial damage. And the Rangers with Grey Weapons still fighting. Trollhammer Torpedoes are still online, and it looks like there has been a fair amount of damage on the Dragon there. So Dwarves able to stabilize that position. Currently, High Elves are probably a little bit ahead on the balance power, but it's not something that is going to be oppressive at this point. It's still quite close. The Gyrocopter, the Brimstone Gun, it looks like it might have been mismicroed and has been forgotten about here, so it's flying up and down and being taken out, which is a big, big problem. Having that Brimstone Gun in the 4th quarter would be quite impactful for sure. So now we have the Iron Drakes rotating out. We also have some Dwarven Quarrelers in the back shooting here at the Illyrian Reavers, and High King Thorgrim is pushing in. You know, Thorgrim's going to be a pain for sure. Falcon is going to want to do everything he can to try and take out the Dragonback Slayers. That's going to be very, very important here. Oh, here comes Thorgrim. He's moving. Oh, no, he's turning around. He's issued an order to his throne bearers to turn around and return home. I'm tired of chasing these elves. I'm going to fall back now. And also, the Organ Gun is undefended, I think, but I think all 3 pieces are down. Yeah. Falcon has been using the overcasted fireball from his Sorcerer Lord to get the good damage there. So Gordonar coming in with the Balls Deep Breath attack here. Here it comes. 3,200 HP down to... Whoa. Whoa, down to 500. That was like 2,000 damage. Holy shit, maybe it is stronger than regular dragons. The Grudge Thrower here is going to be taken offline. Some Slayers are pushing in, but you know they're having a lot of trouble keeping up with the mobility here of this High Elf army. And here we have a Thane going in to beat down the Flamespire Phoenix. Could potentially get some decent damage there. We'll see if Falcon lets this happen. 1,700, and the Thane is in there, and it does make solid contact, which is very, very impactful. The most important thing for this Dwarf army is to keep those Trollhammer Torpedoes online. Those guys are the heavy breadwinners here in this situation. Balance of power is still kind of even, actually. Dragonback Slayers have gotten on top of Gordonar and are now doing some good damage, actually. And you can see here the Flamespire Phoenix actually does get almost broken by that Thane, so a little bit of back and forth there. So Gordonar running for the hills, Dragonback Slayers nipping at his heels, doing some decent damage. And the mighty Gordonar, let's see what he can do. He does get back up in the sky, dodging some of those Trollhammer shots. Falcon with some exceptional juking, but now the Trollhammers, one of the few answers against the mighty beasts, are going to be hunted down here. See if you could stabilize a couple. I mean, still 8 Trollhammer Torpedoes is quite decent. Slayers are pushing in, Grey Open's pushing in. We're about to have a pretty big fight. The Swordmasters of Hoth are going to be quite scary there as well. White Lions could probably win this fight against Dwarf Warriors, even with a Thane. It's looking rough for the Dwarves. Granted, we do have the Flamethrower here. The Iron Drakes could do some decent damage, but yeah, I don't know. Chariots are broken as well, so the Dragonback Slayers plus the Iron Drakes are able to get some good DPS in there. And it looks like that Ilthmar Chariot will be broken. You have to remember the Flamestar Phoenix is also near death as well. If it gets a rebirth, though, that's going to be probably game blouses. If the Phoenix can be kept low and just doesn't rebirth, maybe. Just maybe. Hard to say. Gordnar charging in there. High King Thorgrim leading his throng to battle against these Swordmasters, who are a little bit surrounded and are taking quite a bit of damage. And I think we actually have the Shadow Warriors in here as well. But the Slayer's going to be rotating over. If the Slayers can take out one of these big monsters, that would certainly be a huge leg up here in this battle. The Great Eagle did chase off the Gyrocopter. And another breath attack coming into the Slayers here. But the Slayers... Oh, when they finish off the Phoenix, the Dragonback Slayers run in with the Trollhammer Torpedo support and are able to finish off the Phoenix. That's actually quite important, guys. Could this be a wild Dwarven comeback? Yes, could be a wild Dwarven comeback. We will see. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the head-to-head campaign. It's my favorite thing to do on the channel right now. I'm really enjoying it. So Sotek, whenever you're free, man, you let me know. I'm down tomorrow if you are. Let me know, brother. Thorgrim, karate chopping. Certainly going to be pretty tough to bring down, but I think the dwarves are starting to fall apart. Many of the assets of their army are just being kind of chased off the battlefield, and they still have some Slayers, and by some I mean like 3 or 4, or maybe 11, yeah. But they're not going to be able to fight these Swordmasters. It was a good game, honestly. I think the Dwarven army had the capabilities of maybe winning, but yeah, it's hard to say. Falcon was really good with his engagements. Well played to both players. Well played. So that is going to be a 2-0 for Falcon, and now we have our grand finals, which is going to be King of the Lag versus Falcon. We'll call him that until he fixes his internet. So let's go to the Faction War bracket. No, that is the wrong one. That is from the last Faction War. It's going to be Falcon advancing versus King. Certainly a grudge match between these two rivals. Zero, thank you so much for playing in the event. So King of the Dead, if you are watching, you get in here, man. It's time to party. We'll tag him in the Discord thingamabobber. All right, perfect. Yeah, YouTube streaming interface is much worse than Twitch's for sure. All right, perfect. All right, everything's looking good. The ancestors will shun us, most likely so. So now we have Falcon versus King. So let's go ahead and update these scorecards here. Perfect, and we can jump back to the lobby. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today, by the way. It's been a lot of fun. We had a donation I missed 30 minutes ago, so my apologies. Notification didn't go off for some reason from Blake. Buy yourself some beer and burgers. Rock on, mullet, man. I will, Blake S. Thank you so much for that donation, dude. Very generous of you. So now we have Falcon versus King. It's a clan war, XMT versus AIMA. Yes. You ain't going V-Coast. You hate them. They're doing mind games on each other. All right, so Falcon, pick and ban, single ban. Best of 5. So Falcon is going to be starting with the picks and bans, and it's best of 5 in the finals here. Hold on, I just heard a tumble. Let me go make sure it wasn't Lady Turn. All right, I'm back. I might go back to Bannerlord someday, Bren. But for now, I'm very hyped on the Total War train. All right, perfect. We're looking good. So he's going to be going Knights of Calidor, which he can only do once in the finals. And he's banning Bretonnian Greenskins. I think King was like prepared for this. Like he was expecting Falcon to do this because he immediately picked his rats. Oh my God. Look at this build. Holy shit. Guys, have you seen King's autogen? Triple Doom Wheel, double Death Globe. King says, oh my God, I'm going to do this army. Oh my God, King's army is absurd. Triple Doom Wheel with a Grey Seer. He's got some Sensor Bearers. This is the best army I've ever had. Look at it. Triple Doom Wheel. Holy shit. Hey, Justin, you're welcome, man. And this is the best of 5 final, so there's still probably going to be another hour. If you pick any Tomb Kings against Rapunzel, it won't be a very fair head-to-head. Rapunzel is a specialist against them. Better take Tic-Tac turns Eternal Nemesis, yeah. It is single bans here, I think. Yeah, it's fine. I'll correct them after this. I told them it was single bans. Oh my god, but Falcon got double Gordonar. Oh my god! Oh my god, Falcon got double Gordonar, guys, against triple Doom Wheel. Holy shit, this is a meme battle for the ages. Remember, guys, single ban in finals. Triple Doom Wheel for King with double globes, and then double Gordonar with a metal caster. Don Mongoose. Dude, I love the name. I don't know why. That's awesome. Just a token of appreciation from the UK. Binge watching your streams got me through a dark time recently. Much love. Hey, man. I'm glad to hear that. And I'll be here streaming for you. And if you ever need to chat, just hit me up in Discord. Shoot me a message if you're going through some hard times, and we'll get through it, man. All right. So it is Falcon versus King of the Dead. Triple Doom Wheel versus double Gordonar. This is going to be wild. And thank you so much, Don Mongoose. I love the name, by the way. Nothing's illegal in autogen tournaments, guys. Is double Gordonar lore friendly? A question for Lore Master of Sotek. Oh my god, that's funny. You think double Gordonar wins? The thing is like the rest of Falcon's army is like almost non-existent. He has like a couple mishmash units. King's army's pretty good too. Triple Doom Wheel is very impressive. Yeah. Oh my god, this is just too much, guys. The double Gordonar. Yeah, I think Falcon probably has the advantage because Gordonar has rebirth too, so like he can potentially heal up. Send in the Doom Wheels. I don't know though, like King might just kill the rest of his army. Like look at how sad the rest of Falcon's army is. It's like just a couple units. But I mean, he's got 4 single entities, which is quite painful. But I mean, so does King. King's got 3 Doom Wheels and a Grey Seer. Oh, but you know what? King actually has Howling Warp Gale on the Grey Seer. So that means that King of the Dead can use Howling Warp Gale to lock down the dragons and engage against them. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is actually much better than Lord Plague against this. So Clan Rats, Globadiers, Censor Bears actually won't be bad also, because they do have Contaminate. They can break leadership, which is insane. The only rule in Autogen is there are no rules. I know, it's like Fight Club. Yes. Finally, King of the Dead can stream snipe legally, I know. He can lag and stream snipe to his heart's content. Which is glorious. Let's look around here, see what he's got going on. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wonder how... I'm really curious how... I would love to have like a camera on these guys' faces right now and see how they react. Like when they see each other's armies. That's like the most exciting part, is like the initial moment where they're just like, oh god. So is the rebirth going to make it Gordonar times 4? I mean, maybe. It certainly could. It doesn't heal him up to full, but it's a big heal. Yeah, it's a big fat heal. So no chat so far. It looks like both players are just kind of like taking it in. The triple Doom Wheel autogen is pretty legendary for sure. Let the Good Times Roll by BB King play, says Francis. It's a good song. So the Doom Wheels can certainly... Oh, look at the globes going! He needed... Oh man, if he had Howling Warp Gale that eagle, he probably could have killed it. Censor Bears can break an eagle so quick. Like if the Plague Monk Censor Bears push into the Great Eagle, and here comes the Doom Wheels charging into the Lion Chariots of Grace. So he Howling Warp Galed here against Gordonar, and now the globes are throwing up against it. Look, look. Oh, it's not doing too much damage. It's not bad though, I guess. Yeah, a little bit underwhelming. So the Great Eagle here is certainly getting punished, but a big breath attack from Gordonar, El Gordo as we like to call him, did really wreck the Plague Monk Censor Bears here. And the Great Eagle was able to get away for the most part, although it looks like now there's 2 Doom Wheels kind of ramming it. We'll see. So El Gordo over here certainly did not take too much damage. It looks like another breath attack. Oh, King, you need to dodge this! No! No! Okay. Oh, God, that's so brutal! God damn, Censor Bears are so squishy, too. And now we have the fight of fights. We have, the Rahagra's Pride with the debuff here. We have a freaking Mage of Metal, who's probably going to be overcasting a freaking Final Transmutation. Oh, God, King is going to lose this game so hard. He got all 4 of his single entities caught in a Final Transmutation by Falcon. Falcon laying a masterful trap there. I don't think there's any way King can win this now. Like, that was overcasted. Yeah. Oh my god. El Gordo is just too strong. There's no way. I mean, honestly, King probably could have won this game, but blobbing all of your stuff into a Metal Caster like Dragon Blob is not the way to do it. Yeah. He also had a Warp Storm Scroll. I mean, I don't know. Stranger things have happened, I guess, but he's going to have to kill like one El Gordo here if he wants to have a chance. And if anybody's wondering, I'm calling the Gordonar El Gordo. Oh, a nice Howling Warp Gale. Is that going to get King back in it? Is El Gordo going to fall? All three Doom Wheels are ramming him now. Oh, El Gordo's in a lot of trouble here, guys. He's taking some serious Globadier fire, which hits very, very hard. And will he shatter? The other Doom Wheels are going to be turning around, going after the other Gordonar. This one's broken, running for the hills. And King kind of pulls the bounce of power back a little bit, as now the dragons are being hunted by Doom Wheels, and they're having a lot of problems getting back up in the sky. Remember, there's no healing here. That Gordonar might run. We'll see. Doom Wheels, can they carry? I mean, 3 Doom Wheels is pretty nasty. And if he can get another good like Howling Warp Gale or something like that, maybe. And now the Doom Wheels have switched onto Gordonar. And he's taking a bit of damage. It seems like El Gordo isn't the best in these dueling situations. Howling Warp Gale is used here on Gordonar. And here comes the Grey Seer as well. And it looks like the other Gordonar has come back. Hopefully there's not too much lag. Let me know if the stream's lagging. I know somebody mentioned frame rates here, but it seems fine on my end when I'm looking at all the details. I know El Gordo's his alter ego professional wrestling name. Some of the Globadiers have come back. The Great Eagle's charging into the Grey Seer. And here are the Lion Chariots of Prey certainly having a bad time. But big breath attack going down. Oh my god, it does so much damage on the Grey Seer. But the Grey Seer kind of dodges most of it, actually. He took a fair amount, but considering it was 2 breath attacks, not so much. Honestly, though, King, had you not blobbed up in that final transmutation, you put up a good enough fight that you might have been able to do this. I think King had a way to win this, but the blob into the final transmutation, like, literally nuked all of his single entities, which was so painful. I think you had a chance, but final trans nailed you. Yeah, because he had Warp Storm Scroll, he had Howling Warp Gale, but the final transmutation just, like, nuked his, like, entire army. 1 El Gordo came back, yeah. Los Gordos, I know. We should write lore stories about him being the bane of the Skaven. Yeah, the Censor Bears got wrecked so bad, too. That was, like, so painful. All right, so that is 1 for Falcon. Not enough Doom Wheel, says Falcon. That is correct. All right. So now they do their picks and bans. Gordo's breath attack steals twice as much as a Star Dragon. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. King is gonna go. King is gonna go right back at him. King is gonna go for Kalidor. That's so funny. Who would be the best auto-gen against Kalidor? I don't know. It's hard to say. Ban? So he gets a ban too. A single ban. It's 1 ban. Damn it. I've told them like 3 times. 15 losses. Well, this whole army was like single entities, basically, yeah. How does one sign up for this stuff? You just got to message me back to him and tell me you're interested. This is auto-gen, so the players get random armies. Oh, he bans Bretonnia. He says, just kidding, I'll keep it on Wood Elves. Okay, so it's going to be Bretonnia versus Kalidor. See, King got like... Is that the exact same army? It is. Oh, but this one's so much better! Keep this, King. That's the problem. Oh my god, look at this. Shakalot, the Calamity. King, it is him. Oh my god. Guys, King has Shakalot, the Calamity. What the hell does that thing even do? Okay, Scaly Skin, so it has Missile Resist. Has a Noxious Breath, so it's like a poison black... I think this is a black dragon. Oh my god, I'm excited to see this guy. And he also got El Gordo, and he got a Mage of Heavens. So pretty similar army, actually. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Alright guys, so Falcon got a Damsel of Heavens. Triple Pegasus Knight, that might be something. That's not bad. If he can isolate, you know, these single entities up in the sky, maybe. Is Falcon going to keep this? So King is keeping that army, and Falcon is going to be... I don't know. I'm a little concerned. I don't know if I'd go. I think that against 4 flyers, I mean, he doesn't know what his opponent has. Yeah, he rerolled. That's smart. So, okay, double Pegasus Knight. No casters here. He had a Fey Enchantress build. El Gordo and El Shaco. El Shaco. Oh, man, Falcon, you got to reroll this, dude. This army sucks. This army sucks really bad, bro. Don't keep this. Sir Chocolat. It's Sir Chocolat. He's like, I like big dragons and I cannot lie. Can Pegasi take down a dragon? I don't know. I think maybe that... Oh, Lewin! Lewin plus Royal Hippos. No, like, anti-large cab, though. A couple archers, I suppose, isn't bad. It looks like Falcon's going to keep this one. Yeah, he's keeping Lewin. Royal Hippos will be in a little bit of trouble in the sky. But they can outrun the dragons, I think. Although, no, Sir Chocolat, actually... Gordnar has 95 speed. He's faster than most dragons. I don't know. I mean, King's army is tiny. It's freaking tiny. The archers will be somewhat useful. Lewin and the paladin are both good. You know, they can punch against the big monsters. Lewin is on foot. Oh my god. It's foot Lewin. Falcon says, let's try. All right, let's see how this goes. Let me make sure I change the map. I did. Okay. Cool. Falcon's army isn't bad. I like big dragons and I cannot lie. You other high elves cannot lie. How does that go? Your other... Yeah, your other... I'm trying to remember the lyrics to that song. It's been a long time. Autogen Bertoni is difficult, but, you know, I think Falcon has some teeth here. He's got a lot of peasants that can drag down a mighty dragon. I'm really excited to see how this battle goes, though. It's going to be incredibly fun. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. We're going into this Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night over in Europe, having a good time together. So obviously you've seen the armies, so you don't really need too much analysis, but let's go ahead and take a look at what Sir Chocolat, El Shaco, looks like. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just like an ROR big scary black dragon, basically. On top of that, he does have Archmage of Heavens, and it is going to be a Phoenix. In the back, we do have a couple Phoenix Guard as well, and that is it. So for the Force of Falcon, let's take a look. He's got triple Knights Errant, which won't be very good against the monsters. He's got Hippos. Oh, the Paladin's actually in the sky, and so is Lewin. Oh, okay, that's a... I thought it was Foot Lewin. No. All right, so Bertonia might be able to fight in the air. It's going to be a risky gambit. He has no caster. A little bit of archer support. I think his air squad is about the same speed. They can outmaneuver the dragons. That's the thing. Like, the dragons are slower than this air force, so maybe he outmaneuvers the dragons and isolates them. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. The other Aster can't deny. Yeah, there you go, Crystal Methodist. That's perfect, man. Pactus says he would have kept the first one. Yeah, maybe so. But the thing is, like, it's a gambling game, right? You can keep gambling to try and get better armies, but yeah. Peasants greater than dragons for sure. I mean, look how many peasants there are. How could a dragon defeat that many peasants? It's the mighty Pegasus Lewin. I wonder if Falcon's going to go for it. Falcon would lose this fight for 100%. I mean, there's 2 dragons, a Flamespire Phoenix, and a Bird Lady. So Falcon is just going to have to run and, like, you know, try and kill the rest of King's army somehow, but... King is just going to hide his stuff back here. He's like, I'm going in with a single entity. Screw this shit. What was that shooting? Oh, it's the Trebuchet. Oh my god, it's the Trebuchet shooting at the dragon? It is! And it actually hit Sir Chocolat. And there are archers on the ground too, so that's not terrible. Archers are going to be helpful in kind of, you know, winning some of these engagements. These Shadow Warriors probably going to die pretty bad. The thing is, Falcon can, like, bait these Shadow Warriors, you know, or, like, bait a fight on top of them and then countercharge with his Air Force. That's, like, the play. Like, go your Knights into the Shadow Warriors, and then King will probably countercharge, and then you countercharge from there. You got 3 flyers, I got 4, says King. But, you know, the dragons are kind of splitting up a little bit, which is what Falcon wants, and here comes the Shadow Warriors getting crumped. And you have to remember, if you have no units on the ground, you more or less lose the game. I mean, you don't lose, but you start taking a leadership penalty, and then you can't cycle charge in accordance with tournament rules if all you have are single entities, so it gets kind of scary. And see, this is interesting here. We have the Flamespire Phoenix and the Archmage of Heavens going after the archers in the back. So Falcon needs to capitalize on this and take on Sir Chocolat here. And Defenders of Fleur-de-Lis able to get some pounding here on the Shadow Warriors. And King is going to be running with Sir Chocolat. Obviously, the Bretonnian Air Force is not a joke. Certainly quite scary. And in the back, the Rahagor's Pride is coming. The Lions will feast tonight. They're going to be pushing back here and going after the Blessed Trebuchets. It is a glorious wrestling match. You see, this is a good engagement because now Falcon can take the engagement here on the ground. And like, even if the other monsters come, there's going to be infantry and support. It's not like you're all alone here. So now we have a big fight. Sword of Corone is active as well, and El Gordo is getting the people's elbow here, guys. He's being thrown off the top rope by King Lewin and that Paladin. Ooh, a Chalice of Potions coming in from the Heavens Caster, but it looks like it misses. Falcon dodges most of it and then pulls back in. El Gordo's in a bit of trouble. Oh, and the Shadow Warriors are down as well. Heavens Caster is a little bit behind. I think we need a big breath attack here from Sir Chocolat. Oh man, Falcon, is he going to be able to defeat the Knights of Calidor Dragon Spam? If anyone can do it, it's certainly him. And here, Gordonar, El Gordo, the mighty champion of the people, is trapped in there. The Paladin's going to be chasing him. And Sir Chocolat not getting a great engagement either. But in the back, it's absolute disaster for Bretonia, as the Rahagor's Pride is just killing the artillery. The archers will be next. Oh, and he gets the rebirth. Oh no, the OP rebirth! But Gordonar shatters! Oh my god, he's shattered, so it doesn't even matter. That's impressive. Lewin and the Paladin, I think, are both healthy. The Royal Hippo Knights are a little bit beat up, but I think they've done their job. And now we have the Bretonian Goon Squad here, a little bit trapped on the ground. Lewin coming in the back, going after the Damsel, it looks like, or the Archmage. Yep, he's going after the Archmage. A nice Curse of the Midnight Wind used here. The last of the archers are shooting, but not for too long, as they're going to be hunted here. And it looks like the Archmage is actually broken. The Brave Knights of Bretonia, Lewin fighting from his Pegasus. Getting some big damage in there, and the birds are panicking. Chocolat is without his tag team partner here, El Gordo, chased off the battlefield. Oh my god. This is going to be an insane victory if Falcon's able to pull this out. Look at this. The freaking Flamestar Phoenix is broken. And now the Damsel or the Archmage is going down as well. Oh my god, the Haggard Bretonian engagements. I mean, this is really just an outplay. Falcon's just outmaneuvering. King of the Dead says, are you kidding me? That's so funny. Oh my god. And Sir Chocolat is in trouble. He's getting clotheslined up in the sky. Oh my god, this is absolute madness. Lewin and the Hippogriffs going after Sir Chocolat. And they're going to win that 100%. This game is over. The Phoenix is back, sure, but the Archmage is gone. El Gordo has abandoned his tag team partner, and Sir Chocolat has no chance against Lewin and his Paladin. And the Hippo Knights, and also archers in the back too. Fear not, peasants, a Knight of Bretonia shall be your shield, agreed. Oh my god. Maybe King got a little bit arrogant, thinking that his Air Force could solo. Like, if he had had his troops here, helping in the ground fights, maybe it could have gotten a little bit better, but... He was basically just trying to do what Falcon did to him last game, because Falcon didn't really use his army. He just kind of, like, charged with the monsters. Yeah, and a rare Bretonian sighting. You can see the bird here is trying its best. Falcon is saying knob formation. Oh my god, that's so funny. And now Sir Chocolat is down, and the King of Bretonia leads his people to victory as he flies and soars across the skies to save his battle pilgrims here on the ground. Oh my god. what a round. Oh, the Flamestar Phoenix is running. Chocolat's being chased off the battlefield. And there's no way the Flamestar Phoenix can beat Lewin. Lewin will be able to win that fight. I don't know what King's hoping to accomplish. This game's over. You might as well withdraw. Yeah, because there's still Knights Errant. Like, Knights Errant could cycle charge all day against these infantry here, with especially if there's, like, foot support. So, MC Chocolat is pushed off the battlefield. Oh my god. I love seeing a Bretonian victory, especially against, like, the Knights of Calidor, who are, like, super oppressive in this format. And down goes the Flamestar Phoenix. I feel like King didn't get too many good breath attacks also. Yeah. And splitting up his Air Force and falling for the trap of engaging Falcon on the ground was pretty rough. Hey, but King tried, man. He tried. Down goes the Phoenix. That's got to be game. I mean, King literally has a couple spears in the corner of the map. Yeah. Here it comes. The Knights of Bretonia going to be getting a fat rear charge. King trying to get here, but he's not going to be able to brace in time. And the Knights Errant are going to be hammering into these pompous high elves. And then charging back. King says, all right, we'll call it a draw. GG. So King can certainly withdraw here, but he's going to get army losses after a single charge. Oh my god, the peasants. The engagements for Falcon were just so good. Yeah, King got 1 breath attack, I think. But that was what we noticed. The previous game, Falcon got a ton of good breath attacks. All right, that's 2-0 here. If the next game is a victory from Falcon, he'll win today's Autogen tournament. And also, we'll close out with a free-for-all, just for fun. King says that was bad. All right, map set. Maybe I should play a faction I'm good with. Yeah, he's been playing off faction twice. Falcon knows like how to get good breath attacks and all that Eldish stuff. All right. All right, so Falcon on the pick here. He's going to take... What is he going to take? Wood Elves? A Wood Elf Autogen could be fun. The Dark Lord strikes again. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream too, do make sure to drop a like. It helps me out quite a bit. Helps get more people to check out the streams when they become videos. So again, really do appreciate that, guys. So Falcon's doing his picks and bans now. We have a donation from Desoct. It was during the heat of commentary, so I did miss it. Thank you for the $10 from Desoct. He says, Forza Lady. Dude, indeed, dude. The lady certainly did very well in that engagement. Lewin made sure of that. So thank you so much for that donation, Desoct. All right. So Falcon goes vampire counts, and he says no bans. Oh my god. Falcon going with the counts. I mean, everything is a meme in Autogen. So King can pick anyone he wants. No, please. No, no. Please. Anakin, no. No, not if, come on, guys. No. Don't do this to us. It's not even fun to watch. Okay, he was just teasing me. Oh my god. Okay, he's going coast. Thank you. So Falcon is autogenning. King is autogenning as well. Players will have their armies. Oh my god. That gave me like a little bit of a panic. I was like, please God, no. Because it's so hard to tell everything apart. You'll be shunned by your ancestors if you don't like the stream. It may be true. Who knows? So Falcon's autogen looking pretty decent. He's got, you know, similar army to what he had earlier. Oh, King got Luther and a Gunnery White, a Goose, some Depth Guard. Oh, keep that army, keep that army. That is so good. Oh no, King just passed his best army. He got freaking Aranessa with a caster, 2 cannons, like anti-large. Oh man, King had such a good army and he re-rolled it. Okay, he's got a Deep Caster here. He's got a Gunnery White. This army isn't bad either. Oh, but King's re-rolling so many good armies. Vampires, Gunnery White. Okay, keep this army. Keep it. Although, you don't have enough to protect your cannons, actually. Never mind, don't keep that. You might want to re-roll that, King. I thought these were infantry, but they're actually gunnery mobs, but I don't know, maybe. Falcon is keeping this army with the basic Vampire Lord, Sylvanian Crossbowmen, and Blood Knights, you know? This army has a freaking Goose, though, as well as the Gallows Giant. A Vampire Fleet Admiral, double cannons here. Pickled Tiger, what are you talking about? No rules, Turin, no rules. There are no rules, man. King searching for a bloat, you think so? Is he searching for a bloat? He could be. Yeah, no, it looks like he's going to keep this build, actually. Yeah, he's keeping it. It's certainly going to be a little bit troublesome to kill the Goose and the Gallows Giant. A little bit light on the front line is my concern, but the cannons could do some work on the approach. 7. So Falcon thinking about re-rolling. Oh, he did actually re-roll. He got Manfred. That's good. Manfred's solid. He says he has 1 left, so he's thinking about re-rolling here. I wonder what he's looking for. I think he wants to get Campaign Krell. Are bloats good versus vampires? Nah, maybe, but they can just use Fellbats to trigger them. You just attack them with Fellbats and they blow up. And then it's a, you know, an even trade, if anything. Undead. King wants Undead Zombie Gordonar. This build isn't bad. It's got less mobility. I mean, it has 4 mobile pieces. Yeah, he's got like Blood Knights with a ton of chevrons. King, it's got the black spot, double cannons. Yeah, the thing is the cannons might get compromised, but the Goose is really, really good here. The Goose can like kill Manfred and kill most of the threats on the battlefield. Plus a Vampire Caster, I mean, that's always good. Lord of the Deeps isn't as bad as you think, Major Bula. In campaign, it's pretty terrible, but in multiplayer, it has some applications. Like, The fog of the damned is pretty good. But yeah, it's definitely not a good lore of Magic. I mean, I guess it might actually be one of the worst. Yeah, now that I really think about it, like what's worse than that? Yeah, or use the Sylvanian crossbowman to shoot down the bloated corpse. I know in this tournament, yeah, you can do that. Manfred von Baldstein, he's here. He is definitely here. Have a sip of this delicious water. Maxed out Blood Knights, I know, but there's double cannons. That's pretty damn good against Blood Knights. So the players are allowed to cut down spells. That's why Manfred got cheaper. So they're allowed to cut down spells and then redistribute them as items and or chevrons on units. That's how we play our tournament here. So yeah, King basically has to use the gunnery mobs as frontliners, which is really funny. But you've seen the Vampire Army. It's mainly just like, chaff, skeletons, and Crypt Ghouls. Crypt Ghouls will actually be really good here. He's got Manfred on Spirit Leech, Gaze of Nagash as well for sniping. And the basic abilities. Sylvanian Crossbowmen in the back, ready to serve their Vampire Overlord, which is definitely quite good. Mark Garrett, I've been using Lore of the Beast. Have I been using Lore of Beast? I can't remember. Yeah, and it's been pretty decent in my campaign versus Sotek, because in PvP it's much better than it is against AI. So, yeah. But it's definitely one of the weaker ones in campaign. It depends if you're talking head-to-head campaign or if you're talking traditional campaign. Yeah. It's got a big cav core, 2 cav units, some dogs, some bats. King is going to be boxing in the forest, which is smart. Although the cannons will probably shoot into the trees a little bit, but that's not a problem. Cannons 100% just need to shoot Blood Knights. If I were King, I'd probably deploy in the back corner here to try and maximize the distance for the cannons, but I don't know. I think either player can win this, honestly. Gallows Giant and Goose, if they get a good gooning on Manfred or the Blood Knights, that could just be a quick game, because there's not much aside from Manfred, Spirit Leech, and Blood Knights that can kill these big monsters, so a lot of it is just going to come down to the engagements here. Yeah, Lord of Nakar is good in multiplayer. Incantation and Curse Blades are both pretty good spells, and also, Usirian's isn't terrible in certain matchups. Yeah. Lore of Death is really... Purple Sun is just so good against AI, because they just blob up and it just, mercs everything. It, wrecks heavy cav, it wrecks everything. It's so good. Vangeist Revenge is terrible. Oh, it's so terrible. So the cannons are shooting... going after the Graveguard? Okay, that's interesting. There's a Gunnery Wipe for the Enhanced Ballistics. So you're going to start shooting the Corpse Cart? Oh my god, Felcon is juking the freaking Corpse Cart. He's, trying to juke it back and forth. That is so funny. The Goose is going to get hit with a Spirit Leech, it looks like, or there was some sort of an attempted cast there from Manfred. But so far, the cannons really aren't doing too much. Blood Knights are coming in unimpeded, which is a big problem. The Gallows Giant's going to be rotating over. And here, I do not know what King is doing with that Goose. The Goose probably wants to come and... because there's no defense here. The Goose could just come and start attacking this main line, for free. Falcon is fanned out this direction, so King with a little bit of a... I don't know if I'd call it a misplay per se, but yeah, he definitely needs to just go get some freebies with that Goose while he can. But again, I guess he'll need it for defense here. So the Black Spot is here defending the flank, and now the Doggos have come out and are going to be charging in. King is going to be responding with the Black Spot, but not before they take a ton of damage. And the Depth Guard are going to sweep back there. Depth Guard will be a very good backline sweeper, but there's going to be a ton of pressure coming in. Vampire Fleet Admiral can drop some summons here, which I think would be smart. Just get it right here and muck up the cav charges. And now in the back, we have the Sylvanian Crossbowman being attacked by the Goose, but then he changes his mind. It seems like King is very indecisive right now, which is certainly going to cost him quite a bit. The Gallows Giant is in combat with Manfredo, the baldness himself. And how's he doing? Yeah, it looks like Manfred is trading pretty efficiently in that duel, and there is going to be some sort of a summon here. Zombies summoned behind. Both players taking a bit of damage, and now the cannons are actually killing the Corpse Cart, which is decent. And the Goose definitely wants to come support the Gallows Giant. The Gallows Giant is the breadwinner of this game. That guy is the one who's going to be bringing home the bacon. Depth Guard able to clean up the pressure, but Depth Guard now need to rotate and take out the Feasters in the Dusk and make sure these dogs don't get back here. Because 2 Doggos just getting 2 cannons for free, that's going to be a huge, huge pain here for sure. Gunnery White shooting up in the sky, going after Manfred, doing some topical damage. The Gallows Giant able to roast a couple Blood Knights, but the Blood Knights more or less are in perfect health with only 4 models lost. Manfred charging in once again into the back of King of the Dead. Good luck, have fun being dropped by both players, and this is actually really good for King. The Depth Guard are 2v1ing the Direwolves and the Feasters in the Dusk here. But now it looks like Skeletons and Zombies are going to be descending on the ranks of this cannon formation, which their time has come. They are not going to be here much longer. Black Knight charging in, Goose and the Vampire Caster. A zombie summon right here would be super clutch, to block in the Blood Knights and force them into combat here, but King is definitely letting this Gallows Giant take way too much damage. Blood Knights are exceptionally good against it if they can isolate it. All the anti-large and Spirit Leeches, and that pressure really does add up. And it looks like your boy Falcon with the Wild Vampire Count Autogen probably going to take this one. I don't see King getting back here. If King had kept the build that had Aranessa and like plenty of Halberd support and like back line, I think he could have been in a very dominant position in this game. Yeah, that was a really, really good one. And here comes the Gallows Giant. The Gallows Giant is healed. Might be able to edge some bounce of power back. The Goose is still doing good damage against the Black Knights. But there needs to be some zombie support on the ground. Otherwise, the Blood Knights just get all their damage attacks onto the big giant, you know? Depth Guard's still grinding, and it looks like these Dire Wolves in the back are going down. So the backline pressure is going to be tamed, but I think it's too late for that. He does have Invocation as well. Definitely want to drop an Invo on that Gallows Giant also. That would be very, very strong. Now, everyone's pretty much piling into this final fight. It is crumbling, 2,000 HP, very, very low. It's going to be trying to stomp on Manfred's face. The Blood Knights are still pretty healthy, 30 models actually. And the Goose and the Vampire, Polearm Vampire, that's actually really good. We're getting some good damage on those characters. I mean, King could pull this back. I think a really solid Invocation on the Gallows Giant and like pulling it around and maybe kiting, because the Goose and the Polearm guy are slowly out trading here. So nice Invocation. Should counterbalance that Spirit Leech pretty well. And it's getting really, really dangerously low. You have to remember there's a ton of Depth Guard too. Depth Guard here are going to be a real nightmare to finish. I think they're still somewhat healthy. And the Gunnery White too! Okay, so King's still in this game. I think getting the Gunnery White into combat would be better because King's been shooting it, but it's been obstructed because it's trying to shoot Manfred. If the Gunnery White were in combat, it would be much more useful here. So the Black Knights are crumbling down. The Blood Knights are very low, but Invocation should be able to top them off. And now the Gallows Giant is being hunted by Manfredo von Baldstein again. And the Blood Knights charging through the ranks and getting onto the isolated Gallows Giant. And down it goes! The Knights of Red Keep take out the big giant there. Oh my god, doors are slamming around the house. Dogs are running. It's just anarchy. Depth Guard are doing well. 240 kills. The Goose is still here also. I think that King might actually have a chance here. If King can just not lose his Vampire Fleet Admiral and blob up on the Goose and the Depth Guard, maybe. These Black Knights are very, very low. It also depends on the summon situation. Like, who has summons left, right? Manfred. There's a Vampire Fleet Admiral. This is a very good play here by Falcon, going after the Gunnery White, who's like isolated here. And here you can see the Vampire Fleet Admiral still kind of trapped on Blood Knights. Nice Death Streak attack. I think the Goose needs to protect the Gunnery White. Keeping your characters intact here is going to be super important. But he actually opts to go after the Blood Knights. I think I would have probably dove Manfred there. Although it looks like the Blood Knights being forced back kind of accomplishes the same thing. And now it's the Vampire and Vampire Grindfest here. Oh my god, one of them overcasted a freaking Invocation. Oh, why do you guys do this? Why? In the grand finals of all places. Otto von Lion Lover. Greetings from Armenia. Love your streams. Keep up the good work. Hey, Otto. Thanks for the donation, man. And secondly, I live in Glendale, California. Well, not in Glendale, but I live near it. So we have a very large Armenian population here, and I love going to the Armenian markets, man. The food's great. Cheers, brother. Thank you for the donation, Otto. All right, so those fools of a took. I mean, you didn't even really need to overcast there. Come on. Who did it? The jig is up. How dare you guys? So now, if you're going to play vampires on stream, man, you got to not do that. How many times must I remind you? That was a close game, honestly. I think King might have been able to win that. All right, so Total War Warhammer is not responding. It's an easy thing to forget in the heat of battle. It really is. I think King was probably going to maybe win that, but it was too close to call. It was way too close to call. There was still a ton of Vampire Infantry, but there was a full health Goose and a Vampire Caster, yeah. Yeah, it's a bug with Invocation. It crashes games. It's so stupid. I don't know if it does it in campaign. No, it's not my game crashing, dude. It's the players crashed the game by casting Invocation. I don't know who did it. Oh yeah, King of the Dead says he didn't have the magic. It was Falcon. How dare you? All right. So let's go ahead and get this game rehosted. Players can replay that. Host game as a spectator, yes. Let's go. Map is set. So let's get the players back in here. And King. Something crashed the game. I don't know. And Falcon says he didn't overcast either. Yeah. I don't know. In that case, then, I don't know what it is. Vampire's just crashing something. Maybe some vampire witchcraft. So we'll just have him play again, because, yeah. It's, oh God. It's so haggard. It's only with vampires, though. It's something on vampires. Was it a single cast? I mean, does single cast now crash the game? If that's the case, then that's pretty unfortunate. All right, one sec here. Any spell overcasted as vampire counts can crash the game. Is that true? So, like, an overcasted summon? Yeah. Do you think Kalita needs combat buffs? Yeah, Kalita needs some buffs for sure, Kim. She's pretty terrible. All right, so Falcon is back in business. We're going to replay that one because it was dead even and, you know, whatever. I think, was it an overcasted summon? Yeah, how could that bug not be fixed? God, that's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, I mean, like, look, these guys are good friends. They're not gonna like do that just to like get out of a loss or whatever. These guys want to finish their games. Yeah. Crash the game with no survivors. Yeah, the Bane reference, I love it. So King of the Dead will be on his way back. Okay, no vampire counts here. Repick. No counts. We're not doing any more counts today. Not until we get to the bottom of this problem. Because it may crash again. If we don't know what it was. Let's see. I mean, I've never seen it with Coast. It doesn't seem to happen with Coast. In my experience. Yeah, it's hard to say. One time I was playing Manfred when I summoned zombies, it crashed the game. All right, so the players are going to do their picks here. Yeah, some people... It seems to be a vampire count thing. Yeah. It's really random. So players are going to redo their rerolls. They're going to do their business here. Hey, that's actually a pretty darn good army here. Yeah, Valkanos. Maybe Valkanos, it only happens when there's like a third person spectating. Like there's some combination. New lore vampire spell, summon fatal error. All right, so the players are just working it out. Then when they're ready, we'll get this party started. Make sure everything's good on the stream. Yes, Falcon currently up 2-0 here. So Falcon's, just to be safe, King is going to repick just to make sure we don't crash on like invocations or summons. And we'll investigate. I'll shoot a message to some folks and see what I can figure out about this one. Okay, so it's going to be Tomb Kings versus Wood Elves. Perfect. And Falcon is going to go Lizards. Perfect. All right. Players are all good. So King has rolled his army. And what King of the Dead has here, any cast/overcast through vampire counts can crash the game at random. Yeah, it seems so. It hasn't happened in our head-to-head campaign. I don't know. I think it just has something to do with the three. So if you guys are like playing in tournaments with vampires or one-on-one, I haven't had it happen to me in that case. But it seems like when somebody's spectating in like a tournament, it can crash the game. So King is going with Tomb Kings. He got Kalita, a Necrotect, triple frickin' Tomb Scorpion, Casket, Ushapti, Great Bows. This build is solid here. Triple Scorpion, Great Bow, Casket, nice. Now for Falcon, oh my god. Oh my god, Falcon's army. So Falcon got Tic-Tac-Toe! It's the man! It's the myth. It's the legend. The players are just working it out between themselves. I'm pretty sure they're chatting together, so yeah. Crow can appear. So we got Tic-Tac-Toe, we got Skink Chief, we got Temple Guard, we have the Colossedon Hunters. We have a Blessed Stegodon. Oh my god. Oh man, look at this build. The freaking tic-tac-toe. This is great. Temple Guard will be very good here. Yeah, this is great, man. All right, so let's get this battle started. So just look at it this way, guys. I am hosting the game as a spectator, yeah. Or maybe that feature is bugged, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do some testing with the guys. I'll like grab them and we'll play it out and see what can trigger it. Because then we can perhaps send that feedback to Creative Assembly and they can fix it. Because like if that happens in campaign, that's a pretty serious problem. Just crashing during your battles that you've like worked all along to set up and stuff. It is Falcon. Falcon's up 2-0 right now. We had a game crash, which was pretty darn even, but it's a shame. It was such a good battle too, man. But it did potentially give us an extra game. You know, a couple extra, depending on how this goes. Yeah. We'll get to the bottom of it, guys, in due time. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking around. Hey, Albert, what's up, man? And here we are on the map of maps. It's going to be Lizards against Tomb Kings, the classic duel of duels. Falcon, I think he kept his first or second roll, which was tic-tac-toe. I didn't really see. We kind of play with an honor system here in these casual tournaments like this. Like, obviously, if people are going to cheat for an extra reroll, I mean, please. There's no prize or anything. It's just for fun. All right, so tic-tac-toe is up here in the sky. He's got good AP value, so certainly can hurt some armor. We got a Blessed Stegodon, which has perfect vigor. Oh, that's so good on a shooting Stegodon. Because normally shooting artillery pieces like tires you out super quick in this game, like Cygors, but with perfect vigor, that's actually really, really good. My goodness. Aside from that, we got 2 Temple Guard, Red Crested Skinks, Skink Chief, Salamanders, and Colossedon Hunters up in the sky with a little bit of a Blessed Skink Skirmisher support. So now for King of the Dead, let's take a look here. We have Skeleton Warriors, Kepra Guard. We have triple Tomb Scorpion. We have Chosen of the Gods. We do also have High Queen Khalida with an Necrotect as well. And yeah, I mean, King's Army is pretty good. I mean, triple Tomb Scorpion is very scary. That's a lot of stopping power, especially since he has a Necrotect. King of the Dead says, what do you have? I have something dirty. Falcon says, it's awful though. Yeah, King's is pretty dirty for sure. I mean, the weakness is him not having a caster, I suppose, but neither does Falcon, so. Yeah. Rivendare, that's unfortunate to hear that. Perfect Vigor is very, very strong, especially on a big monster. It's one of the ways they break in the late game is like being tired and surrounded and things like that. Hey, Rob Graham. Welcome to the community, man. Yeah, Foot Croc can do work. Yeah, absolutely. So the Ushopti Greatbow is the Chosen of the Gods shooting in. I wonder how Falcon is going to react to this army when he sees like Chosen plus triple Tomb Scorpion. Now, the good thing for him is he has double Temple Guard. So Temple Guard will be pretty efficient at fighting these monsters. Look at this. The Blessed Stegodon can actually sit back and snipe. Like, if he wants to use the Blessed Stegodon, he can shoot the Chosen of the Gods. Like, all freaking day with that thing. It has a Ballista Sniper on its back. And it looks like he's going after the Casket of Souls. Yeah, he's shooting at the Casket here. Colossedon Hunters could certainly find some good engagements as well. Jordan Johnson, that's awesome, dude. I think as far as the army comps go, I think that King has a little bit of an advantage. I think his army's better. It's definitely quite scary. It's almost like a good Tomb King's army if it just had a caster. Falcon's army's a little bit more mishmash, but of course, you know, he's quite the terror in the night, that's for sure. And the Blessed Stegodon is going to be getting the Rev Crystal, but man, that Casket of Souls is so nasty. Falcon's trying to hide in the trees, but I don't know how that's going to pan out for him. Yeah, look at this. The Stegodon Ballista, though, just MVP play, man. This Blessed Boy is sniping the Casket of Souls, and it looks like King has left it a little bit undefended, because now the Pterodons are just going to be shooting in, and Falcon just ever the cunning foe, man. And when King pulls back his assets to go and like protect his back line, Falcon swoops in with the Colossedon Hunters and attacks the front line. He was just like so on point right now. So on point. Casket's going to be going down. King is kind of in this like scrambling defensive posture. And when the problem is when the Casket goes down, what's going to happen is that Stegodon is going to start shooting at the Ushopti Greatbows, which is going to be a big, big problem. So here you can see the Salamander hunting packs are being blasted by the Casket, but Falcon knows he just needs to finish off the Casket, which is now dead. Casket has been taken out by the Powhawks of Sentinels and the big old Sniper Steggy in the back. And now the Stegodon just kind of switches its shots here onto the Ushopti, the Chosen of the Gods. Falcon doesn't really need to engage. He can just hide all his elite infantry in the trees and, you know, just kind of keep diving where he can and getting these picks. We will see how it goes. Yes. We're going to form a Turin forms a Scooby gang with Sotek, Arrow, and Milk and Cookies and Falcon to figure out what kind of mystery crashes the vampires. I know. It's really unfortunate. It hasn't happened once in our head-to-head campaign with Sotek, but yeah, something to look into for sure. And here the battle is continuing to plod on. Very good tactical play here by Falcon, using his ranged assets to poke down the Ushapti, which have actually lost a model, and Khalid's even getting sniped as well. The little annoying skinks are just flying about, and even though, look at this down here, we even get the Tic-Tac-Toe gang. So Tic-Tac-Toe comes in with his Colossodon hunters and is able to wreck those skeleton horsemen. And the funny thing is if the Tomb Scorpion overextends, then Tic-Tac and these bad boys will turn around and probably take them out. Salamander shooting into the Great Bows. I mean, it seems like this Tomb King's army is just being picked apart. Yeah, Tic-Tac-Toe certainly, getting some work in there. I gotta download Tic-Tac-Toe, man. There will come a day when he appears in one of my quick battles. So the Bastillodon's going to be charging forward. Khalida is being poked down, and the Ushapti are getting quite beat up. Salamander's ripping a volley into the hide of those Ushapti, or the bone hide, whatever you want to call it. And also the Sniper Segadon with perfect vigor is so good. Yeah, and King was saying, before the game, he's like, my army's pretty dirty, but apparently Tic-Tac-Toe is the dirty one here, as he's just running free and causing problems and just, having a good old time. Hey, Albert Mickelson, I'm glad to hear that, man. Thank you for the kind words there, brother. Skeleton Horseman, 15 models left, definitely getting chewed down by the Saurus, and now this mighty Bastillodon, though it is being pounded, is certainly occupying quite a bit of the Tomb King's army, with 3 Tomb Scorpions and Khalida going after it, but I think it's time for this Bastillodon to retreat. Ushapti are in weak binding, and I think that right now Falcon probably will go for a Tic-Tac-Toe dive. Like a rear dive onto the Chosen of the Gods here could probably kill them very, very quickly. Salamander's still in okay shape too, 17 of 24 models. The triple Tomb Scorpions still are going to be a huge problem to deal with. Those things are nasty. Especially with the Necrotect healing, it's just like, oof. But the Stegodon can fight them. Stegodons have good AP values for sure. 420 weapon strength, and of course do have, I think, some poison from their ballista on top, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Tic-Tac does dive in and is able to get some damage on the Ushaptis, who are actually getting broken down pretty hard. And what do we got here? Yeah, it looks like 5 Ushapti. And the Stegodon, unfortunately for Falcon, is about out of ammo. Looks to be 1 or 2 shots left. Not going to be too much. So the Lizards do have their Saurus engaged in the front, which are doing pretty good. Temple Guard have also engaged. And, Temple Guard will obviously take some damage from triple Tomb Scorpion, but will at least be able to hold up and put up a fight here. And here we have a flank engagement. Falcon just going for the low-hanging fruit, going after these Nehekar warriors here. And, yeah, it's fresh fish, man. Might as well go for it. And King is going to be trying to, rotate to deal with it, but of course the mobile air force of Tic-Tac-Toe is much more maneuverable and certainly hard to take down. And as a matter of fact, the Colossodon Hunters are going to be sent on a very aggressive beeline through spears, which a little bit risky, but may be able to finish off the Chosen of the Gods and these other units here. So we'll see how that goes. Over here, what do we got? Temple Guard still fighting, but again, very, very low. Triple Tomb Scorpion is really oppressive. And the Ancient Stegodon is now marching its way in. That will at least give the Lizards some fighting power to kind of fight back against the monsters. Sorry about the noise, guys. A little bit of noise in the house right now, but it's life. Hey, darling. So here, Tic-Tac-Toe and company going after the Nehekar warriors and are able to crumble them down. Balance of power is actually really even. Lizards, ammunition is a big factor as well, and the Lizards have used quite a bit. Salamanders, I guess, have a fair amount too. And here, the Kepler Guard, definitely a good target if you can focus them down. Maybe get the Ancient Stegodon to, charge them. Yeah, King is just going to end up in a Death Star. Khalida, of course, is a decent duelist as well. Her versus Tic-Tac-Toe could be the clash of the Titans here. We will see. You can't really, charge because the Lizards can kite you. All the Skink Skirmishers have poison and can run 360. So, chasing with Tomb Scorpions isn't necessarily a good idea. But I think what King is doing is the right choice. Getting his Tomb Scorpions and just going after the slow-moving aspects of the Lizard's army, like the Temple Guard, is the proper choice, in my opinion. Now, Tic-Tac-Toe is in the Duel of Duels, and the Stegodon coming in. Khalida getting a little bit bullied here. She's going to want to run because Tic-Tac-Toe is coming for that booty. Oh, man, is Tic-Tac going to get the Death Thrust? Oh, there he goes. The Skymaster knocks Khalida from her snake. And she falls to the cold, dead earth. And the Sylvania, it looks like. So Tic-Tac-Toe is just going on a rampage now. Now he's actually fighting the Tomb Scorpion, it looks like. Here we have the Ancient Stegodon, which of course should be able to beat a Tomb Scorpion, considering it is an ancient one. He's quite strong. Tic-Tac really staying in a very dangerous engagement. I think he needs to pull away. The triple Tomb Scorpion could goon him very quickly here. Salamander's rotating around. I would imagine trying to get around the back and maybe shoot into the Tomb Scorpions or something. I'm not really sure. King has used his Ushapti summon also. You can see the Ushapti summon was used over here. But oh my god, Khalida just getting in there. I mean, Tic-Tac-Toe is actually doing well here. As much as it hurts my meme senses to say that, he's not doing badly. But again, I think that's more a testament to Falcon's micro and his engagements. So the Stegodon is in a 3v1, a nice rock drop, the unique rock drop of Tephawk from Tic-Tac-Toe. Once the Skeleton Spears are broken, Tic-Tac will be able to come in. 2 Tomb Scorpions are very, very low, or at least half health or below. The other one is in decent shape, but the Blessed Stegodon's holding pretty firm. Temple Guard grinding it out, and the Bastiladon trying to kill the Necrotect here certainly isn't a bad choice, but once the Tomb Scorpions are gone, Falcon's going to go in with the Colossadon Hunters, who have insane anti-large. And those guys will start to tear apart the Scorpions, I would imagine. It looks like he's thinking about it. He's actually just pulling back, trying to more or less force King into an overextension. You know, pull apart the Scorpions, at which point Tic-Tac-Toe and the Flying Air Force can easily isolate them. Easily. So I suppose the last game crashing was a bit of a blessing in disguise, because we got a Tic-Tac-Toe game, right? I mean, come on. That's working out pretty well. So Tic-Tac's going to be going in after this Tomb Scorpion, which is a little bit away from its friends. And of course, like I said, Tic-Tac has pretty good AP values in conjunction with the Blessed Bastiladon getting Rev Crystalled here. Tic-Tac, though, is now going to be attacked by double Tomb Scorpion. A very, very scrappy battle indeed. And it looks like 1 Tomb Scorpion's down for the count. This is pretty much point and overturn. The mighty Tic-Tac-Toe is just too much to handle. His steed here is leading him to a mighty victory as the Colossadons come in with their insane anti-large. And now they're going to be tearing apart the Tomb King's forces. The triple Tomb Scorpion is not long for this earth. GG. Well played, man. Well played indeed. And there you have it, guys. The Necrotect has fallen. And that is going to be a 3-0 victory for Falcon, winning with just an absolutely ridiculous build. But, you know, the Stegodon Ballista turned out to be a really, really nice boon. All right, so let's go ahead and update this. Falcon with the 3-0 sweep in the finals. And now we can go on over to the 4-man bracket where Falcon will ascend to godhood. The ultimate meme lord has claimed his prize with a frickin' laser on its head. Oh my god, I love that. Falcon says, how can you beat him? Outdueled Kalita. He did. He did indeed. All right, FFA, guys. So let me see if Wicked is still here and or the other lads. Because usually I like to get the players who played back in. You see if Zero's there. I don't think Zero's here. We'll get Wicked in there. We'll do an FFA to close out the stream, as is the tradition. Cool. Multiplayer battle. All right. So we're setting up the glorious free-for-all. I hear some truffling in the living room. It sounds like Wookiee might be looking for treats. All right, so I'm here. So we will do the same format. We'll do autogen for this. Perfect. Start making cookie videos. Are you saying like how to bake cookies? It's interesting. Justin Steele, dude, you missed some great games today. We had some insane stuff. Yeah. You seek Dowie Revenge. All right, so let me see if Wicked is still on, because he was one of the players earlier. Oh, he is. Perfect. And it looks like Zero is not online, so I will play in his absence here. Autogen, 7 rerolls. All right, so reroll it, no problem. So for my autogen here, who do I want to play? Who do I want to play? I want to play someone with campaign units. We already have an Empire player with Wicked. That would probably be what I was going to go to here. I could go Dwarves, but they don't have any like campaign exclusive units. I could go Greenskins. I really wanted to get like some artillery stuff too. Turn from a lore point. Who's your favorite legendary lord? Probably Karl Franz. Yeah, like I really like the Empire. Empire's like becoming rapidly one of my favorite factions. Plus that's who I play on tabletop, so. I am not sure who I'm going to play. I'm kind of on the fence. I suppose I will play... I'll play the Greenskins and try and get some funky stuff. Okay, so... Greenskins. Alright, so the first roll for the Greenskins, I get 7. There's 1. You know, that's actually not a terrible army, guys. I freaking get Azag on his mount. That means I get like all of his good items and archers, like Fanatic Archers. Savage Orc, Boarboy Biggins for anti-large. Like, this is good. I'm going to keep this army. I'm not even going to re-roll. I mean, I could gamble and try and get some of these guys, but... Greenskins have some... Yeah, we already saw some dwarf action today. I suppose we've seen greenskins too. This one's pretty good, guys. I'm gonna go green. I'm going greenskins already. It's just a matter of re-rolling. King is just gonna re-roll till he gets tic-tac-toe. Oh man, look at this. Bob. Okay, we'll re-roll. Okay, that's 1, 2. Ooh, the swamp things. 3, 4. Oh god, 5. Oh god, this army. 6, 7. Okay, this is it. That was my 7th reroll. I can't go anymore. I tried to get some. I got some spider hatchlings. I ended up getting Azag on foot, which sucks. But I wanted to keep it. But guys, you got to go for gold. I can't just bring the good army. I got to bring the fun stuff. This army's good though. It has rusty errors. I got 2 flappers. So with him, I actually get his items too, which is really nice. Cut that. Yeah, Foe Seeker's useful here, I guess. We'll just put some chevrons on the flappers. All right, let's do it. I got Azag on foot. I got 2 flappers. I got some hatchlings. I feel like autogen like oftentimes gives you the same armies. I don't know if it's like truly auto-generated. Yeah. No Bobs there, I know. It's a disappointment. Are there any games on YouTube playing against Indie Pride? Yeah, a long time ago, Steve Olson. Probably like 2 years ago plus. Yeah. Long time ago. All right, so... Well, you know, Azag isn't bad. I probably should have taken something more fun instead of just Spirit Leech and Buna, but it's okay. The cool thing is, like, we were able to get Azag's items, which are really strong. Foot Azag new meta, I know. Who am I going to have to fight, though, is the question. We have Flappers, which is really fun. All right, so I have... Oh, God, I have freaking Kalidor. I do not want to fight Kalidor. God, that sucks. I might just, like, disengage and, like, run over here or something. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, 2 Black Orcs certainly isn't bad. I'm sure Falcon has his dragons. Some Orc boys here. We have a couple archers, but they're not going to do well. Kalidor is not who you want to be fighting. Like, not by any stretch of the imagination. Foot Zag will be right here. The Snotling Pump Wagons will be in group 2. We have the Boar Boy Biggins. So we'll actually make like little teams with Squig Hoppers plus Spiders. They can like rotate around together. These Gabos defending, Gabos defending. Quote, air quotes, defending. Alright. And Wolf Riders can, I'm actually just gonna like, who's over here? This is King's Lizardmen. Oh, God, Lizardmen aren't great for me either. Empire is what I want to be trolling. I'm gonna hide some Wolf Riders in the corner and see if I can get like some free points with them. Warboy Biggins will be in 5, and the Chariots will be in 6. Fighting these guys is not going to be fun. Let's actually put them in the center here. I mean, I'm pretty sure... King, do you remember my army versus my Brett? I have the exact same one. Oh, God. He just said he has the exact same one, which is a bunch of dragons. Oh, God. I can't fight that. I can't fight that. There's no way. I mean, I have 2 archers, but he's just going to breath them down, and I have no snares. Tatsumi, there's no beef, dude. Alright. Well, this should be interesting. Yep, okay, so let's go ahead and pull back here. We have our Wolf Riders, which can try and penetrate in. Oh, yeah, here we go. Come on. No, Falcon, go away! I can't beat that. I have 2 archers against all these things. I have freaking Flappas. What are Flappas gonna do against you? Well, let's go try and get some points, boys. Oh god, this is gonna be a freaking massacre. I have no chance against this army. Well, at least we'll get to get eliminated early and get onto the commentary, so. And let's go. Cool. Let's try and get some free points there if we can. Why is my stuff on skirmish mode? I have that turned off. It shouldn't be, okay. So he's doing a little bit of trolling there, which is fine. Just got to make sure the pigs don't get caught in a breath attack. So the Flappas can go after his archers, which is fine. Wolf Riders were able to get in there and get some points for me, which is good. Yeah, he got the Black Orcs, but Black Orcs, I mean, aren't going to do much against him anyways. Alright, so he's thinking about landing, and then we pull our flappers back because he's just kind of trundling us here. We'll move up. Get you guys going, and Azag might as well start Spirit Leeching because we don't know how long we're going to last. Alright, so Squake Guards can kind of collapse here. But we don't want to collapse too much because that's what Falcon wants. He wants like a big breath attack here. We just collapse. We just push in a little bit. See, because he just immediately does that. Alright, let's pull the flappers back. Let's get these archers shooting at the big dragon here. And now we can go ahead and charge in. Now that he's a little bit less kind of partitioned off. Oh god, this army he has is so overpowered. There's like nothing I can do against it. No matter how hard or well I micro. God. Not with greenskins, maybe with like another faction's auto-gen. I more or less just have to hope someone else comes here and tries to save me. Alright, archers, archers, let's go after the big boy here. Alright, so he's going after my lord, which is fine. Let's go ahead and pop Azag's Art Armor. Go ahead and drop a Spirit Leech as well here. Pull these guys back. He's going to line up a breath attack here, so we'll pull back now. Flappers can go and start causing some problems. Let's go, let's go. Now we can charge back in, once again. Squigs can charge in as well. Move you guys back here, and good. Alright, so yeah, we're about to get a good engagement in the front, which is nice. Orc boys should do their thing, and we can hopefully charge them. Azag's still going strong. It looks like we're actually getting his bird down, which is nice. The breath attack's so powerful, man. Okay. So at least we're doing damage to him, so it's not going to be like a complete destruction. Flappers, let's go and just pump through here. Onto those if we can. Get you guys piling in as well. Azag can just kind of keep scurrying about. Goblins can pile in. Spider hatchlings can pile in. Now he's committed, so we can at least go for the throat here. If he gets rebirthed, oh my god, that's going to be so bad. So Flappa's... Okay, we're flapping on his archers, which is good. And did we get the bird? Oh my god, he got the freaking rebirth! Just freaking end me, dude! Oh, that's so OP, and he has the rebirth dragon also. Alright, so you guys can turn and shoot here. Well, basically, we just have to do as much damage as we can. We have the fanatics here too, I think. Do we? Yeah, we do. Great. Cool. Azag is still alive. Are you kidding? Oh my god. We have nothing we can do against this. Azag is 100% dead. I mean, we could Buna something or try and like waddle over here and Buna something. That might not be bad. We'll pull the Flappas back and through. Get you guys piling in, you guys piling in. Maybe we just, you know, at least wear him down a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the other guy who's probably going to rebirth on us. Go ahead and pop the wall to get the big juicy buff. Flappas, let's just keep pulling through if we can. Black Orcs are crumping. And now we have the big boy dragon. Do we have any archers here? No, we don't. Okay, it's just spider hatchlings. I have to say though, the army's doing pretty well considering how bad it is for me here. Alright, so let's get you piling in. Hatchlings keep chasing here. All of you guys go after this one, and let's see if I can get my lord away. Cool. Yeah, it's actually... Are we stabilizing a little bit? What is happening here? I mean, Falcon's whole army here looks like more or less dead. Need to keep Azag alive. That's going to be a really nice wind blast there. Not much we can do there. So we've gotten all of his monsters kind of low. So maybe potentially whoever fights him can win now. Yeah, we did pretty good considering. I don't know what's going on over there. It looks like absolute anarchy. Without the rebirth, we might have actually been able to do something here, believe it or not. Okay, we juked him out. That's good. Spider hatchlings, squig hoppers, let's go. Hopefully he doesn't get another rebirth. That would be very painful for sure. Black Orcs are grinding it out. Here we go. Shoot into the dragon here. Okay, boy, we need you to live. Azag's pretty decent melee comp. If he gets another rebirth here, I'm just like... Mass dead, and the squigs can potentially intercept. Oh my god, the bird rebirthed again. Are you kidding me? So Azag is kind of fighting the dragon here. We'll see if we can pull away. Get you guys shooting at it. We broke his phoenix. Wow, we actually had an even fight with him. I can't believe it. Let's kind of keep that dragon locked down here. If we could break his dragon, he'll 100% lose to the other guys. Good thing Azag keeps getting knocked over. It's fine. Pile you guys in there. Try and keep juking the dragon to the best of our abilities. I'm just like trying to run past it. You can see. Yeah, but he got me there. See what kind of damage we could do to the dragon. Yeah, we actually did pretty good, honestly. Considering the triple dragon nonsense. I'm really proud of this army, man. With 2 rebirths, I know. We got all his dragons really low, and I think we might have fed victory to tic-tac-toe. It depends. The infantry fight's kind of a wash. We'll see. We might get some stuff back, too. Foot Zag did well. If I had had Air Zag, I 100% would have lost like that fight. Look at these little fanatics too, just doing the work. So what does King have? King has Tic Tac. Let's move back here. Finishing off these Phoenix Guard. Hopefully we'll get some squigs back. Yeah, the rebirth thing. Oh god, look at that thing inside its freaking healing cap. Come on, squigs, come back to me in my hour of need. Yeah, I mean, what does he have? Oh, he's got a Feral Bastillid. Is that a Feral Bastillidon or a... Yeah, it looks like the Empire got wiped out. Maybe I should go for like the last man standing bonus with my goblins. That'd be so freaking funny. King, I have no quarrel with you. Don't you come over here. Let's see if we can kill the bird, actually. Okay, we'll have a Fanatic here in a second. The Fanatics might be able to clean that up. Oh, yeah. Look at this. The Squigs have come back. And some Black Orcs. Oh, my guy shattered. Alright. Let's go. Let's go here. Scrap for whatever points we can get. And charge in. Yeah, there we go, buddy. The boys are back. We've crumped the High Elf force here. So now they have... The thing is, if Felcon has nothing on the ground, he's going to take leadership penalties. Although, we'll see if King throws this. King can definitely just kite and use his Skink Skirmishers to win. That's all he needs to do. Oh my god, the little goblins that could, man. These goblins might be able to win it, man. I guess we should probably chase these guys off for the free points. Yeah, it looks like King might have thrown it. He has the skinks, so he didn't need to take the engagements. Just shoot him out of the sky. Everything's so freaking low. We'll just walk. There's no point in rushing over there. Squig Hoppers chase those guys off. Yeah, the goblins won't be able to kill all of this, that's for sure. Yeah, and here comes a big fight here. Felcon might lose his dragon. It's hard to say. The Bastillodon is fighting with an ancient salamander. Everything is so low for Felcon. Oh my god, look at that. That's crazy. Okay, so we're just feasting. We're getting some free points over there. He now knows I'm here. The jig is up. The damage we've done to Sir Chocolat. Oh my god, wouldn't it be crazy if we were the last one standing? We have to help! We have to help the Bastillodon! Go, brothers! Charge! Sir Chocolat is down for the count! Oh my god, are you guys... Is anybody expecting this? I don't want to use the Fanatics, because I have a better chance of fighting the Horde of Lizards, I guess. Vengeance! Vengeance, goblins! Poison him! Alright, screw it. We're gonna have to fight them both anyways. Fanatics, go! Okay, we're getting shock. Oh, we got the rebirth! That's so overpowered! Oh, no, there's no chance. It's over now. Oh, god, the rebirths. That's so dirty. I guess we just farm as many points as we can. The Fanatics. No chance with rebirth. So we had like 4 rebirths that game. Yeah. I might have been able to win if he didn't get the rebirths there, but I don't know. Alright, let's just fight here and get some points. And oh god, Sir Chocolat is back. He's like, I like goblins and I cannot lie. What are these Star Spheres? Oh, that's Legion? Let's just kite him, man. Let's let Felcon finish him off. That's so dirty, dude. Because, like, without that dragon being here, like, I think my goblins might have been able to win it. He would still win on points, though. Felcon would still win on points, for sure. The little squigs, look at them. The thing is, my 8-peak loonies are indeed unbreakable. So they'll go to the end. Go, my squigs. Squigs charge in and get some damage where they can. Freaking 288 HP, look at that shit. Oh my god. Are we breaking Sir Chocolat? Goblins! Fight! Oh my god, the goblins, are they gonna do it? Sir Chocolat's very low. 2 leadership, -1. Yeah, well, looks like he's broken. So now you just kind of let the goblins fight whatever they can reach. 32 of them. I mean, I could give him a targeted order. Oh, but no, the Phoenix is here as well. Fight to the last gobbo. Oh, I got some Black Orcs coming back. That's cute. Oh, there's only 10 left. Poor little guys. King is like, at least I beat you on points. Oh my god. Look how low everything is. God, how could those skinks have not killed one of these dragons? Used as Valiant gets. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, no, the boys aren't gonna come back. Yeah, King says you should have won versus my Bretts, yeah. We actually did okay in that fight, though, I think. It wasn't terrible. Like, we got everything low. We almost stabilized. Just the freaking rebirth on the Phoenix lost it for us. If we could have killed that Phoenix, I think we would have stabilized with Azag. Yeah, that's too bad. GG, guys. All right, that is it. Congratulations to everyone who played in today's glorious King of the Hill. It was an absolute blast. I hope you guys all enjoyed. We'll be back with more auto-gen tournaments soon. Rebirths aren't as OP in structured games, but obviously in these type of games, they're very RNG. Yeah, it's very RNG. Yeah, I didn't have much of a choice to spread damage because he was flying really well. That was super fun, though. My goodness. Thank you guys all for joining. It was an absolute blast. Obviously, if you guys really enjoyed this format, let me know in the comments on the video when it's up, what you thought, your feedback, all that sort of good stuff. And, you know, I'll try and make these every couple weeks here and there. And, yeah, it was good. And also, special thanks to the mods for helping out. Appreciate having you guys around. Misha, Wicked, you guys are aces. All of the mods, of course. Appreciate you guys helping out. Dropping links. Good times for all. And also, special thanks to some folks for some sweet donations. From Otto von Lionlover, The Socked, Don Mongoose, Magic D, Blake S, Colm Brennan. We had Jim Bojay 89, a good year. Sir Hi Guy and Major Moolah. Thank you guys so much. And I believe we also had some new members on the channel. So new members, welcome. Justin, Mike E, and Pickle Buddha. Yes. Falcon says you need to pet your dragons a lot for them to rebirth. Dude, that was so OP. Oh my god. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That was absurd. It was so fun. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. You know, I think what I'll do is I'll find some people who don't have laggy connections, and I'll maybe do like a free-for-all tournament soon where they actually get to build their armies. I think that would be really fun for sure. So stay tuned for that, guys. Anyways, I really appreciate you all. We'll see you back with a stream maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, maybe both days. Who knows? I'll talk to Lore Master of Sotek about the head-to-head and see what he wants to do. And we'll go from there. Congratulations to Falcon for winning. And until next time, you guys stay safe, and we'll see you on the other side.